Ach ja. Jetzt ist wieder Streaming-Zeit. Zuletzt haben wir uns gesehen. Vorgestern. Formel 1, nee. Nicht mal Star Wars. Star Wars war's. So, einmal kurz das Handy leise drehen, bevor ich in den Stream gehe, weil sonst kriegen wir wieder Echo des Todes. Wäre zwar Teil des Streams, wie jedes Mal, aber muss ja nicht sein, ne? Würde ich mal sagen, rinn in den Hentai-Aal. Hentai-ähnlichen Aal. Nee, überhaupt nicht. Weeaboo-Shit, Hentai, wie auch immer. Ja, das ist alles Blödsinn. Genshin ist einfach nur Genshin. Es ist ein... Es ist ein RPG. Also ich würde es jetzt nicht MMORPG nennen, weil... Man kann es nicht mit so vielen Leuten spielen. Also es ist einfach nur ein RPG im Anime-Stil. Also... Von daher... Goddammit, just leave it be. So, erstmal auf die Steuerung. Das wird wild, Alter. Steuerung ist ja anders dezent scheiße jetzt momentan. Also für mich speziell, weil... Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Genshin, Lego Star Wars, Brudi, was noch alles? Das ist alles hier drauf. Einfach nur nein. So, wo ist denn Shangshu? Da. Und Chichi. So, was sagt denn unsere... Ja gut, einloggen ist klar. Wochenaufträge. Wir haben tatsächlich noch die... Ja gut, das mit dem Mora ist klar. Das ist auch nicht so einfach. Oh, ein paar Waffen durchlagern, hat sich die Sache auch ganz schnell erledigt. Bitten der Bewohner, Kopfgeldjagden, Dekorationen herstellen. Den Rest haben wir schon erledigt, okay. So, Pracht des Lila Gartens. Ich hab da neue Triebe aus alten Zweigen. Genau da will ich hin. Mysteriöse Schauergeschichte. Oh lol, warte. Legendenaufträge. So. So. Richtig, die haben wir ja auch noch. Ja, okay. Okay. So, ja, Yaimiko ist ein bisschen aus dem Ruder gelaufen. Da müssen wir noch mal ran, aber... Das kommt dann bei Zeiten. So, wer ist eigentlich dieser Ayato?
This place impresses me every time I come here. It's so magnificent, but still so elegant.
Ja gut, die erste Kommunikation mit Ipei haben wir leider verpasst, glaube ich. Ja.
We'll just wait here. We don't want to cause any extra trouble for you.
Ayako wouldn't mind.
Honestly, even if we did come with you, we wouldn't know what to say or do once we were inside. So we'll just leave you to it.
All right then, we won't be long.
Erstmals Rain da reinstopfen. Um dann rauszufinden, dass nicht Ayaka da ist, sondern jemand anders. Nee, Ayaka ist doch da.
Without looking at the board, you've ruined my strategy in one move. Amazing. Now what should I do next?
Ayaka, Toma, it's us! Huh?
Oh. Hey guys, it's been a while. If you're looking for my lady, I'm afraid she's not here right now.
Oh? That voice. Toma, would that happen to be the traveler?
Yes.
Greetings, traveler. Ayaka speaks of you constantly. Finally, today is the day. I am head of the Kamisato clan, and Yashiro commissioner. Kamisato Ayato.
Sehr striege gerade, du. Huiuiuiui, Hallöchen.
Greetings, both. I have long been indebted to you on my sister's behalf. Finally, I have the chance to express my profoundest gratitude to you in person. Ayaka is out today. If you are here regarding anything related to the Kamisato clan, you are quite welcome to discuss it with me instead.
Oh, hi. Your flattering words flatter us. Please excuse the suddenness of our visit, for it is most improper etiquette.
Wow, Paimon, was ist da los? Komplett überfordert, die Frau.
Why on earth are you talking like that?
Well, he seems like a pretty powerful person. He's already working his way up Paimon's list of people to never mess with. Look! As soon as he stands up, the whole atmosphere in the room changes, and it feels like you gotta be super polite.
You shower me with praise undeserved, my little guest. There is no need to be quite so formal. This is a private residence, so please, relax.
Oh, good. Because that whole spiel was really tiring just now. Alright, now that that's over, Paimon's just gonna ask the question. We heard a rumor that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato are gonna get married soon. Do you know anything about that?
Oh? I wouldn't have thought you'd heard about that yet. I see. Well, it's true. It wasn't long ago that I received the news myself. The head clans of 2 commissions are to become joined through marriage. This is big news for the whole of Inazuma. Since the Yashiro Commission presides over cultural and ceremonial affairs, it closely involves us, too.
Yes. And since the commissions are kind of the face of the Almighty Shogun to the masses, this wedding is one that we have to treat as a serious affair.
Right, makes sense. Ah, 2 true lovers becoming husband and wife. What a happy occasion.
It is. High-profile matrimonial links between 2 commissions are extremely rare. But these 2 truly love each other. Tradition should give way to freedom in this case.
All right then. I'll be sure to pay them a visit to send the best wishes of the Kamisato clan.
No need. I'll visit them personally this time.
Huh? But you have other things to be doing.
This is a marriage between the Kujo clan and the Hiragi clan. The Kamisato clan must demonstrate an appropriate level of respect. The work of the Yashiro Commission is indeed multifarious. Normally, weddings and other ceremonies would come under the supervision of my sister. But she is presently occupied with other matters, and I happen to have a little time to spare. This will be a good chance for me to pay a visit to the bride and groom. Oh, and would you 2 care to join me? I presume you 2 have a special connection with the individuals in question, or you would not be quite so interested in this matter. This being the case, why not come and offer your best wishes too? Or is my presumption incorrect?
Oh, it's not as interesting as you make it sound. No special connections here. Super ordinary ones, actually. We just agreed to help deliver a letter this one time, that's all. Although, wait. Does that mean we helped make this wedding happen? All right then.
I cannot thank you enough. Your mere presence shall surely mean we are spared the futile pursuit known as small talk.
anwesend sein werdet, hat das Treffen sicher weniger sinnlose Höflichkeit. Ja, das ist
Wait,
wichtig.
you're the Yashiro commissioner, but you can't do small talk?
Small talk is a chore. Of course, there are some people in the world who quite enjoy doing chores, but I am not one of them. Toma, I'm heading out with my 2 guests now. I'll leave the residence in your capable hands.
Not a problem. Take care, my lord.
Ja gut, Toma das Haus alleine lassen, das kann ja nur gut gehen.
What's wrong? Are you worried about having to be on your best behavior around my lord? Don't be nervous. He's actually pretty easy to get along with. Well, the vast majority of the time, at least.
Interesting. Danke, Toma. So, let's go. Erstmal mitten in den Brunnen springen. Läuft bei mir. So, warte mal. Einfach aus Prinzip. Manchmal kurz, also, Raiden, ich finde dich ja abgöttisch genial, ne, als Charakter. Aber
There's still a long road ahead.
ich muss einfach den Traveler rausholen, sonst ist es jetzt so weird.
Ah, you're finally...
Ah, Yashiro Commissioner.
Who are these 2?
They're friends of ours. Paimon will do the introductions.
So it's true. Well, there we have it. That's it then. So be it.
Great, so our hunch was spot on.
It is a little inappropriate for me to have shared news of this magnitude with you. So I would be much obliged if you could keep it in strict confidence until an official public announcement is made.
Don't worry, sir. We give you our word. We won't tell anyone about it.
That puts my mind at ease. Now, on the topic. We'd like to pay a visit to the Kujo clan. Would you mind leading the way for us?
Of course not. I'd be honored.
I guess this is where I... Goodbye then.
Aw, cheer up, Shanojo.
I'll try. Thank you.
Oh, sein Herz ist gerade hart gebrochen. Der arme Kerl, aber gut. He never stood a chance, if we are being honest. Poor guy. Egal, let's go. Boah, geh weg. So, wo geht's denn? Ach ja, richtig. Der Kujo-Clan, der ja im Palast wohnt. Oder so. Nee, wait a minute. Außengebäude vom Palast thront. Oder lebt. So, let's go. Ist Sarah eigentlich dann seine Schwester oder so?
All right, then. Please excuse me. I'll leave you to it from here.
Okay. Thanks, Ippei. I apologize that your impromptu visit comes at a busy time for us, Commissioner. Otherwise, you can be sure that we would have prepared a more extravagant reception.
I don't mean to impose, Sir Kujo. In fact, I'm not here on official business at all. I heard the good news about yourself and Lady Hiragi. What a glorious marital alliance this shall be. Given the close ties between our clans, It seemed only right that I should come and offer the Kamisato clan's congratulations in person.
I'm truly honored. I hope the news didn't come as too much of a surprise.
Hey there! We came to congratulate you as well!
Since the incident with the Takatsukasa clan, things in the Tenryou Commission have slowly started to stabilize. I'm still acclimating to the position of acting head of the clan. I just hope I'm up to the task, so I can live up to everyone's expectations.
You're far too modest. The public thinks very highly of you. They say you're hardworking, upright, and responsible.
Solide.
I'm flattered, but I wouldn't have achieved anything without the support of my people. Thanks to them, everything is gradually stabilizing, and I've finally had the chance to focus a little on my personal life.
Well, you're certainly making big progress in that department.
Come on now, you're embarrassing me. Pardon me,
It's perfectly all right. Please, continue. I'm quite content to listen. It's a joyous occasion. Light-hearted is exactly how things should be. Really, who stays stony-faced when talking about a wedding?
You're right. But I am curious to know, what's your honest opinion on the whole thing? Do you think it's too sudden?
Of course not. Where there is true love, nothing should be allowed to stand in its way. No doubt people will offer you a colorful variety of opinions. But of course, you will have factored this into your decision, and I'm sure you are prepared for whatever challenges may lie ahead.
Indeed I am.
So, please be confident. When your mind is made up, you ought not be worried about things for which you are already well prepared. Nevertheless, there is just one small aspect of this that puzzles me a little.
Macht das Spiel Spaß?
War das jetzt eine Frage, Olli, oder war das eine Antwort? Doch, ja, tatsächlich. Ich würde es nicht so hart grinden und nicht so viel Kohle reinschieben, wenn es keinen Spaß machen würde. Und danke für den Sub vor allem. Oder den Resub, besser gesagt, so. Und willkommen! Auch, vor allem. So,
Please, go ahead.
You've been working hard to bring the Tenryou Commission in line. This is positive, and no doubt the beginning of important change. But on the other side of this equation, Lady Hiragi's father, Hiragi Shinsuke, is still in prison.
Der Punkt ist einfach, was dieses Spiel so weniger spaßig, aber zumindest spannend macht, prinzipiell erstmal, sind die vielen Stories, die dahinter stecken. Jeder Charakter hat eine riesen Story hinter sich stehen. Und ich bin sowieso so eine kleine Story-Krake, weißt du? So. Deswegen. Gameplay an sich ist auch super. Ich sag's mal so, ich habe viele MMORPGs gespielt. Namenhaft, Two Moons, WoW, Last Chaos, Atlantica und noch diverse andere. Und bei allen bin ich beim Gameplay eingepennt. Hier, aufgrund dessen, dass es ziemlich ähnlich zu Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild ist, komme ich damit besser klar. Ich bin nicht nur eine Story-Hure, sondern auch eine Gameplay-Hure. Alles in allem zusammen. Top. Und Genshin ist nicht umsonst eins der am meisten diskutierten Spiele im Internet. Und bietet... Gut. Zugegeben, die Charaktere bieten auch sehr viel Fanservice-Material. Dazu kommen wir gleich, aber nun... Darum geht's halt nicht. Klar, wenn man das unbedingt so sehen will, bitte machst du den Tobi. Weebullshit. Hentai, wie auch immer. Machst den Luca, bist voll heiß auf einen speziellen Charakter. Gut, dass ich 2 Charaktere oder ein paar mehr Charaktere auch relativ scharf finde. Okay, gut. Sure, but Man muss nicht übertreiben. Right? Right. So. Und in dem Sinne erstmal zurück in die Story von Ayato. Dem Führer einer der 3 Führungsfamilien im Lande Inazuma.
If you choose now, of all moments, to announce a marriage between the Hiragi and Kujo clans, the kinds of rumors that may begin to spread both among the general public and in the Kanjo Commission are not likely to be in either of your best interests.
Nicht so gut.
Yeah. Couldn't have put it better myself, Sir Kamisato. This has been my biggest concern for quite a while now. Hiragi Shinsuke is firmly against me having any contact at all with Chisato. In the past, we've always had to communicate in secret by sending letters. So although now may not look like the best timing for this marriage, it may well be the only opportunity we have.
Oh, that guy? Yeah, he acts like this sweet old man, but he was determined to make as much trouble for us as possible. Oh, he is the worst.
Gut, und diese kleine Nervensäge macht das Spiel auch ein wenig lustig.
I can see where you're coming from, but you're only postponing the problem, not solving it. You will still have to face it sooner or later.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. But since Chisato had the courage to ask me to marry her in spite of everything, how can I disappoint her? Well, sort of. She raised the idea in a letter, and after some initial hesitation, I went to meet her and have a serious conversation about our future. It's funny, actually, because when I formally proposed to her in person, she denied having ever written that letter. So coy.
Huh? Really?
Momentchen mal. Ich rieche Böses im Busch. Sie behauptet, sie hat den Brief nie geschrieben? Von wem kam der denn dann? Ich meine, die 2 lieben sich ohnehin. Ja, also von daher, warum nicht? Ich meine, unser kleine Backstory für dich jetzt, Olli. Speziell. Es fing damit an, dass wir auf diese Insel gekommen sind und nicht wegkamen. Hi, Tobi. Tobi kann nicht sprechen. Das ist...
Kann sprechen.
Ah. Du kannst sprechen. Okay, cool.
Ja, alles fit.
Ja, eigentlich gerade mitten im Genshin-Stream.
Habe ich mir fast gedacht.
Ja.
Aber ist ja okay. Arne wollte irgendwie, glaube ich, heute Abend Elden Ring anfangen und deswegen hat er gesagt, ob ich zuschaue.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yes. Heute ist jetzt eigentlich mit Wochenende was.
Also Sonntag, also ich werde das mit meinen Eltern klären. Ich habe die noch nicht angeschrieben, aber das wird schon gut gehen, weil meine Tante und mein Onkel sind von irgendwann Freitag bis wahrscheinlich Montag bei denen.
Ja.
Von daher wird Sonntag ganz gut passen. Vor allem, da wir kein Rennen fahren.
Ja.
Dementsprechend werde ich dir dann, ich denke, dann morgen im Laufe des Tages Bescheid geben, wie wir dann das Wochenende klären.
Okay, und Donnerstag bist bei deinen Eltern, gell?
Da bin ich mir noch unschlüssig, ob ich das wirklich machen sollte.
Weil du am Sonntag schon den Fest meinst.
Richtig.
Ja gut, das musst du wissen. Ich bin auf jeden Fall Sonntagabend online, Donnerstagabend online, Freitag online, Samstag online, Sonntag nicht online, wenn nur abends wieder.
Aha.
Und Montag online.
Ja, okay. Ja gut, Montag werde ich dann trotzdem mich an das typische Thema halten. Vielleicht werde ich dann noch mal ein bisschen Clash hier machen, mal gucken. Bietet sich ja an einem Montag. Wenn man schon frei hat.
Eben.
Ja, Freitag würde ich sagen, gucken wir zwar auch nochmal über Streamlabs OBS bei mir. Weil ich immer noch nicht so ganz zufrieden bin mit den ganzen Einstellungen. Ich meine, qualitätstechnisch läuft's, aber audiotechnisch bin ich immer noch ein wenig, ja, ein bisschen unzufrieden mit der Einstellung an sich. Es klingt jetzt nicht verkehrt, aber es ist zu empfindlich. Gefühlt. Aber da kommen wir am Freitag zu.
Okay.
Würde ich sagen. Nachdem wir schon ein paar Mal aufgeschoben haben.
Das stimmt auch wieder.
Gut. Und du bist dann in Schmutzquart, um Arne zuzuschauen.
Ja. Sieht wohl so aus.
Ja. Gut. Gut.
Kommt aber auch drauf an, wann der Typ endlich mal kommt.
Ja. Du könntest mir im Übrigen nochmal am besten per WhatsApp diesmal die Login-Daten für deinen Account nochmal schicken.
Für meinen Genshin-Account.
Für deinen Genshin-Account, ja.
Genshin, nicht Shin.
Ich hab's extra nochmal korrigiert, aber ich hab's schon richtig verstanden, ja.
Gut. Ich meine, wenn es die komplette Reddit-Community als Genshin bezeichnet, bezeichne ich es auch so.
Ach so, okay.
Das ist nicht mitbekommen auf r/plays.
Ich guck nicht auf Reddit.
Naja,
ich bin kein Redditor.
Ja, aber das ist viel größer, das müsstest du eigentlich über die Floyd oder so mitgekriegt haben.
Auch nicht, tatsächlich. Der,
Okay.
Ja, hat
weil
mit nicht viel Zeit.
r/plays ist eigentlich ein April-Scherz von Reddit gewesen und das bringen sie das wieder. Und dieses Jahr war es wieder. Jetzt wurde ich angeschubst, lass mich raten.
Das wird wahrscheinlich die
Olli.
Ach, Olli.
Achso, ja, okay, das weiß ich ja, das habe ich das haben die tatsächlich dieses Jahr wiedergebracht und es ist ein 1000 x 1000 Pixel Bild, wo jeder User auf Reddit alle 5 Minuten einen Pixel setzen kann.
Okay.
Und das geht für 2-3 Tage oder so. Das ist wirklich, also können wir gerne mal am Wochenende zusammen kurz durchschauen. Das ist echt geil anzusehen. Und da ist halt jeder Subreddit vertreten. Also jeder tut da irgendwo seinen Platz beziehen und halt so ein bisschen Krieg führen. Die Deutschen waren wieder unglaublich stark vertreten. Und dann hat auch Genshin den Bereich gemacht. Dann wurde Genshin angegriffen. Dann wurde es zu Genshit. Dann wurde das S zu einem Schreck-S gemacht und
ach,
irgendwann
das Ding. Ah, okay, ja, doch, das habe ich mitbekommen, aber nur, weil du es mir geschickt hast.
Genau, das ist die
das
Geschichte von Genshin in r/plays.
Okay.
War super. Genshin, Genshit, Gay-Shit, Genschreck, Sexschreck.
Nun!
So bleibt
So
jetzt
ist
der
das.
scheiß Rentner.
Benzinrentner, okay, cool.
Er ist älter als ich.
Ja, gut, stimmt. Eigentlich war ich gerade so ein bisschen am Backstory-Tellen.
Ja, die Tobi-Lore ist aber viel größer.
Die Tobi-Lore ist aber viel größer. Ja, gut, das, nun.
Bro, ich habe eine Seite gefunden, wo ich endlich One Piece auf Deutsch schauen kann, ne?
Ey!
Aber ich schwör zu Gott, ne, jede Folge, also du musst halt immer auf den Link klicken, also halt auf jede Folge manuell starten, hat halt kein Autoplay. Bro, ich habe noch nie so oft eine Nachricht bekommen, dass Anna in meiner Nähe mir Bilder schicken will. So. Da ist so viel Spam, ich bin so oft auf Chatterbait und sowas gelandet, also wirklich.
Und selbst Adblocker hilft nix!
Nee, gut, ich bin am Handy, also ich weiß nicht, wie sehr es hilft, aber
Nee,
das ist vor allem am Handy sehr nervig, wenn sich der neue Tab öffnet und im Handy, kennst du es ja, dann ist ja der komplette Bildschirm weg, da musst du erst da rausgehen, musst du wieder an den anderen.
Ja. Öffnet sich dann in einem neuen Tab in der Gruppe.
Es ist ganz schlimm.
Ja, lästig. Zum Glück bin ich da relativ selten unterwegs auf solchen Seiten. Beziehungsweise eigentlich gar nicht.
Ja gut, ich bin jetzt auch nur wegen One Piece da und wenn ich es halt schon mal, aber es ist krass, ich habe ja die ersten 100 Folgen habe ich ja jetzt komplett auf Japanisch geschaut.
Kulturschock.
Und jetzt schaue ich Deutsch und die Synchronisation ist so, da ist es krank anders. Zum Beispiel Chopper hat so eine dunkle Stimme, im Japanischen hat er so eine Quietschstimme.
Stimmt.
Ruffy sein ist auch ein bisschen heller im Japanischen. Also.
Der hat sogar eine Weiberstimme, soweit ich weiß.
Naja, ist ein Vibe.
So, und im Deutschen ist es halt relativ jünglicher Typ.
Ja, wenn es nicht sogar die Synchronsprecherin von Bart ist. Von Bart Simpsons. Die macht gerne sowas.
Oder ist es doch wieder eine Sie? Ja, okay. Kann auch sein.
Aber auf jeden Fall, also die Synchro ist so geisteskrank anders, aber es ist
Ja.
angenehmer, es auf Deutsch zu schauen, als die ganze Zeit noch den halben Anime mitzulesen.
Wollte gerade sagen, ich liebe es, einen guten Anime zu lesen. Das ist so mein Standardspruch. Bin ich leider auch von weggekommen. Wenn ich überlege, damals Naruto oder Naruto Shippuden. Also wirklich damals, vor 14 Jahren.
Wenn wir noch jung waren.
Ja, schwierig. Da habe ich dann damals auf... zu dem Zeitpunkt gab es noch. Clipfish und MyVideo. Überleg mal!
Ja, und mein Video kenne ich sogar auch noch, damals im Internat.
Ich liebe Naruto, das ist gut, Olli. Da habe ich dann tatsächlich die Folgen, die ich im Fernsehen nicht gucken konnte, habe ich dann auf Japanisch geguckt, weil da konnte ich sie wenigstens gucken und lesen.
Ja.
Aber Digi, Alter. Junge. Schwierig. Und jetzt bin ich Netflix 1000% dankbar, dass sie komplett Naruto, komplett Shippuden drin haben. Jetzt müssen sie nur noch Boruto nachlegen. Dann habe ich alles wieder hinter mir und dann gucken wir mal. Gut,
Ja,
die Filme muss ich noch nachlegen.
Ich muss mal gucken, ich habe letztens irgendwas gelesen von, dass One Piece in der englischen Synchro auf Netflix ist. Das mit
Nicht am Deutschen.
Ja, mit VPN in Amerika. Ja. Muss ich mir überlegen, weil das wäre natürlich 20 Mal angenehmer, als die ganze Zeit irgendwelche Anas wegzudrücken, die mir ihre Titten zeigen wollen.
Ich musste 2 Jahre warten bei Netflix auf Shippuden. Ja, Olli, ich kenne das Problem. Ich habe sogar schon überlegt, die Scheiße bei Amazon oder Crunchyroll oder sogar, und jetzt kommt das Schlimmste, bei Watchbox zu gucken.
Oh,
heutzutage bekannt als RTL Plus. Nein.
Es gibt immer eine Seite, die macht es gratis. Immer. Wahrscheinlich, warte mal. Guck mal mit dir. Worauf wartest du? Auf Boruto, ne?
Ja, es gibt schon einen Teil davon, aber die haben mitten drauf gehört.
Die Frage ist so, mit welchen Buchstaben fängt die Serie wirklich an? Naruto oder Boruto?
Tatsächlich Boruto, Naruto New Generations heißt es.
Nein, ich will nicht auf Chatterbait, lass mich in Ruhe.
Ich kann ja mal kurz gucken, wo die enden. Also im Deutschen.
B. Babylon,
komplett off topic gerade. Eigentlich müsste ich auf Just Chatting stellen, Alter. Just Chatting mit Genshin im Hintergrund. Derzeit beliebt ist mir relativ. Ich will eigentlich nochmal ansehen. Grammar of Zero, Fate. Ja gut, Fate ist auch so eine Sache. Grand Order will ich gucken, aber irgendwie könnte auch nichts bei Netflix oder sonstigen Anbietern. Ich müsste mir echt meinen Crunchyroll-Account besorgen für den ganzen Blödsinn, aber ich denke mir so, nee, I don't want to.
Ich kann aber schauen, ob im Anton sein noch frei ist.
Ach, alles gut.
Boruto, da. Boruto, Naruto, Next Generation ist die Geschichte, ne?
Genau.
Und bis wohin haben sie Deutsch auf Dings?
Das muss ich gerade leider nachgucken, ich habe eine zu große Liste.
Immer eine Staffel.
Ich suche einfach.
Also auf meiner Seite des Vertrauens ist sie deutsch gesynchron. Nee, das ist nur mit Sub, glaube ich.
Staffel 4, Folge 100.
Ja, lass mal hier gucken. 100.
Die haben nämlich aufgehört bei der Nummer mit,
ja,
sogar mittendrin. Bei der Nummer mit Jugo.
101 und 102 ist hier noch auf Deutsch. Danach
nö.
ist es nur gedubbt. Gesubbt, nicht gedubbt.
Okay.
Also das heißt, es gibt's wirklich noch nicht. Weil ich habe herausgefunden, die Seite hat wirklich alles. Also, egal was.
Das ist gut. Ja, ich hatte auch von einer gewissen anderen Person auch Zugriff auf eine andere externe Seite, aber nun, die greift sich gefühlt alle x-beliebigen Streaming-Dienste und geht da ein paar Hintertürchen durch. Oder du musst halt wirklich Durchsubben. Wenn du Pech hast. Siehe Amazon Prime. Also, als ich Beyblade gucken wollte, nee. Muss ich mir die Scheißfolgen kaufen. Muss nicht sein.
Beyblade.
Ja.
Soll ich mal schauen?
Musst du nicht.
Wie schreibt man das nochmal? Also-
Beyblade. Das Problem ist, du wirst viel finden zu dem Thema, weil das neue Beyblade natürlich auch Beyblade heißt und ich denke mir so, es ist nicht
Also
das richtige Beyblade.
Ich habe hier mehr als nur eins.
Ja.
Beyblade Burst.
Nein.
Beyblade Burst Turbo.
Nein.
Beyblade.
Klingt schon mal gut.
Hä? Ja, ich komme.
So viel dazu.
Bin gleich wieder da.
Jupp. So. Wurde schon geil, ja, aber voll doof mit Kurama. Inwiefern mit Kurama? Was hab ich denn jetzt verpasst? Also ich habe noch nichts mitbekommen bezüglich Kurama. Was ich mitbekommen habe, ist es hier, dass hier unser Rapper-Opa nicht mehr existiert. Den haben sie sich gekrallt. Aber Kurama geht's bei meinem Stand der Dinge von Boruto noch gut. Genauso wie auch Naruto selber. Egal. Back to Genshin. Backstory. Wir waren in Inazuma in der Hafenstadt gefangen, also in dem Hafenteil von Inazuma. Sind durch die zukünftige Ehefrau von ihm zu der Möglichkeit gekommen, diese Stadt zu verlassen, weil wir im Auftrag für sie gearbeitet haben, indem wir eine wichtige Nachricht eskortieren müssen. Oder wichtige Waren eskortieren müssen. In die Hauptstadt. So sind wir dann in die Hauptstadt gekommen, obwohl wir eigentlich gar nicht in die Hauptstadt durften, oder beziehungsweise die Hafenstadt nicht verlassen durften, weil wir nämlich, und jetzt sind wir bei dem Punkt, Inazuma ist ziemlich beschissen am Anfang, Ausländer waren, so gesehen. Inazuma hat gesagt, alle Ausländer dürfen nicht aus der Hafenstadt raus. Keine Chance. Warum? Ist halt so. Nein. Weil es alles sehr strikt zusammengeschmissen wurde. Zu der Zeit hat die Göttin oder beziehungsweise die Herrscherin von Inazuma ein bisschen freigedreht, beziehungsweise ihre Stellvertreterin. Und wollte wirklich alles einstampfen, was nur irgendwie Veränderungen ins Land bringen könnte. Weiterentwicklung gibt es nicht. Wir bleiben genau hier auf dem Punkt stehen. Hier tut sich nichts mehr. Jetzt haben wir alles ein bisschen gerade gebogen. Wir haben jetzt wieder Friede, Freude, Eierkuchen in Inazuma. Wir können überall wandern. Und tatsächlich mit diesem Liebesbrief, den wir damals ausgeliefert haben, ist jetzt diese wunderschöne Hochzeit entstanden. Anscheinend. Okay, sie scheint schüchtern zu sein. Let's go.
She didn't say. She just acted confused by the whole thing. She really committed to it. I'll never forget the look on her face.
Oh.
Anyway, as her boyfriend, I knew she was just pretending, so I played along and said, I was only joking about the letter, and then I proposed.
Okay. Auch ein weirder Anfang, aber kudos to you.
Disgruntled noises about me making a stupid joke, she blushed and said yes. We spent that afternoon working through all the details of the wedding.
Okay. So you discussed it and decided on a date.
We did. I guess it was a chance to finally express our commitment to one another, clearly and completely. And you know what? I think it was about time.
What? Really?
No matter what happens next, I will always be there for her as the one person she can always rely on.
Oh, give me a break.
Komm, Paimon.
Sorry, but Paimon's been wanting to say this the whole time. Is it just this dude, or does everyone in love act like this? He just won't stop talking.
Apologies, my friend.
War schon cute.
And also to Sir Kamisato. I must sound like a fool.
Far from it. On the contrary, seeing you so positively smitten puts my mind at rest. No surer evidence could there be of your true
Ist
feelings
ja
and
so
your commitment.
allglatt, der Typ.
If I had any reservations before, I certainly don't now. I wish you a joyous wedding when the day comes.
Yeah, even if it's kind of irritating to see you all smug like this, it's still a happy occasion. Good luck on the day, and have a happy wedding!
Thank you all. It means a lot.
We have some other business to attend to now. Until next time.
Very well. I'll see you out.
So.
He seems busy. That must be true for anyone about to get married, right? It's a happy kind of busy, though.
You're right. Kujo Kamaji is on cloud 9.
Stimmt.
What do you think, traveler? He chalked it up to her being coy, but that doesn't sound like the Hiragi Chisato I know.
Stimmt.
It bothers me also. But, unfortunately, attempting to seek the truth of the matter would likely be fruitless.
Du hast eindeutig noch nichts mit dem Traveler was zu tun gehabt, Ayato. Now you fight the spirit on how to find out informations.
Yeah, how come? Whenever we come across stuff like this on our adventures, we always find a way to get to the bottom of it.
Yep. Und wir sind schon sehr tief gebuddelt bei sehr vielen Dingen.
I see. So that's how adventurers think.
Not only adventurers, but searching siblings. Also suchende Geschwister. Aber das ist eine andere Story.
In my opinion, we face two obstacles in this case. Firstly, we have very little information to go on, and I must be cautious about taking a stance. This makes it difficult to investigate.
Überlass es uns.
Secondly, and more importantly, the person involved doesn't seem to care. If we intervene without his blessing, good intentions may lead to catastrophic results.
You do have a point. Kamaji doesn't seem worried at all.
Everything in the world is intertwined. What looks like a simple outcome is often the result of multiple conflating reasons.
Ist was dran?
Seeking the full truth would be a long and laborious process. It would be inefficient. Sort of. I have to take this approach, or the work of the Yashiro Commissioner would never be done.
Okay.
My opinion is something like this. When something strange happens, instead of trying to find out what could have caused it, it is better to look at the situation itself. If the outcome is positive, and no one was deceived or harmed in the process, then it is acceptable.
Tobi ist zurück.
Was geht?
Nicht viel bei dir?
Ah, bei Pizza Gold.
Ja, geil. Newton. Dicker. Jedes Mal, wenn du diesen Schrei machst, muss ich an das Lied denken.
Auf welchen Schrei? Welches Lied?
Den komischen Schrei, den du gerade gemacht hast und das Lied mit dem Gosh is my dick long unicorn. Das Ding hast du mir... Ich habe den Spruch deswegen gebracht, weil du genau das gleiche Geräusch in deiner Sprachnachricht geschickt hattest.
Die verarschen alle.
Warum?
Ich schreibe mir, wie lange brauche ich noch?
Ja, das hat er gestern auch gemacht. Zitiert mich quasi auf dem Teamspeak. Sagt doch von wegen, sag Bescheid, wenn du da bist. Zugegeben. Und dann sag ich so, ja, ich komme jetzt auch. Und der so, ja, on my way. Ich so, okay. 5 Minuten später, ach, du bist auch da. Na, was geht?
Ja, Mann, ey.
War beschäftigt damit, Drohnen rauszusuchen, welche er sich jetzt holt und welche nicht, weil er will sich unbedingt eine Drohne holen. Nun.
Sag doch was zu Mongo, Bro. Es ist 20 Uhr ausgemacht.
Ach, Arne. Sehr schön. Wundervoll.
So ein Cake.
Ja. Tatsächlich. So.
Mortadella auf den Teller.
Ja. Aber nicht auf die Pizza.
Pizza ist drauf. Schinken. Also
Das gute
Tomatensauce.
Prosciutto.
Genau, dann Prosciutto, dann Mozzarella, dann Mais und dann noch Reibekäse. Ganz viel.
Selfmade.
Ja.
Ah, nice. Achso, Moment.
Self-made.
Lass mich raten. Schinken und Prosciutto oder?
Nein, nur einfach Schokolade.
Ja. Gut, ich wollte gerade nur noch mal nachhaken, ob ich ja eine Falle gestellt habe oder nicht.
Ja.
Ja. Gut.
Kleines Lampe.
Kleines Lampe, du. Ja, gut. Zugegeben nicht so viel Reibekäse wie bei mir am Wochenende, aber hey.
Ja, Bro, wie gesagt, bei dir kriegst du gleich, keine Ahnung, Hepatitis oder so.
Reibekäse eigentlich fertig gekauft oder selber noch gerieben?
Ne, hätte ich gekauft, in dem Fall zu faul.
Ah. Ein Blech, 500 Gramm Tüte gib ihm, oder was?
Ich weiß nicht wie viel. Keine Ahnung.
Ach ja. Ja gut.
Was wollte ich denn jetzt sagen? Nächste Frage.
Wo du zuletzt warst? Bevor du geholt wurdest?
Wo waren wir da, ja?
Du warst bei deiner Seite, wo du...
Ah, stimmt, ja.
Und hast noch Beyblade geguckt.
Stimmt, wo war ich? Genau, Beyblade. Einfach nur Beyblade.
Mit dem japanischen Titel könnte man es rausfinden, aber...
Jetzt bald. Beyblade Metal Fusion. Beyblade Burst Rise. Beyblade Club. Battle Royale.
Das normale Beyblade klingt gut, aber ich glaube Metal Fusion ist sogar der Nachfolger davon, der noch okay war.
Ich habe jetzt einmal auf Beyblade geklickt, da gibt es 3 Staffeln.
Du musst mir doch sagen, dass du es endlich online geschafft hast.
Bro, es war 20 ausgemacht.
Du hattest maybe 20 gesagt und dir traue ich da auch nicht mehr über den Weg.
Nein, ich habe gesagt maybe 19:30 Uhr.
Are you sure about that?
Gesagt oder geschrieben?
Well, you wrote like 20, das ist circa 20 in Deutsch, okay?
Dann habe ich gesagt, wait, then it's 20.
Ja, darauf kommt keine Reaktion mehr.
Jetzt ist er wieder herrlich.
Also da ist auf jeden Fall alles auf Deutsch, glaube ich.
Ja. Ja, ich habe auch tatsächlich deutsche Staffel gefunden inzwischen.
Wovon?
Auf der einen bestimmten Seite.
Dein Kryptonit, Arne.
Kevin wanna watch my hentai?
Yes.
Yes, I do, hentai too.
No, you didn't. Fuck you.
Oh, yes, I did. Ich glaube, ich brauche davon auch ein Display.
Oh, jetzt
Gibt's safe irgendwo. Das Handnudes reicht noch nicht. Ich brauche genau daneben noch ein Yes, I do, hentai too.
So, Tobi, ne kleine Planänderung. Wir spielen dann jetzt also Hand zu dritt, Kappa.
Du kannst mir sowas von kreuzweise.
Mich auch.
Ach nee, no shit. Das Cover direkt dahinter war nur...
war gekappert.
Genau.
Genau.
Das Cover war gekappert.
Oh
Gott.
Schwierig mit euch wieder.
Die Frage jetzt, Tobi, will ich das Spiel, da will ich da wirklich starten drücken?
Ja, willst du?
Okay.
Das Spiel ist grandios. Go for it.
Yo, Mama gay.
Das ist jetzt schon, wo Arne seinen ersten Tod haben wird.
Ja.
Direkt am Spawn.
Nee.
Außer
den Tod, der geskriptet ist, Kevin. Gut, den ist rausgelassen.
Okay.
Kann man denn also rein technisch gar kein hier No-Death-Run machen in dem Game? Oder kann man den irgendwie wieder wegbuggen oder durchmogeln?
Also
irgendwo durchklippen?
Es gibt einen Zip vom Spawn bis zu einem anderen Gebiet. Also du kommst da auch weg, ohne zu sterben, ja. Würde gehen. Aber es geht dann nur mit Glitches.
Das meine ich.
Klassiker.
Also, Das hast du doch fast immer bei den ganzen Speedrun-Gedöns. Ab irgendeinem Punkt
Ja,
werden
Bro.
noch Glitches.
Der scheiße Elden Ring Speedrun ist jetzt schon unter 9 Minuten.
Für das ganze Game.
Gut.
Ja. Und du tust in diesen 9 Minuten nicht einmal deine Waffe schwingen. Nicht einmal.
Run, boy, run. They're trying to catch you.
Ja.
Aber das ist dann auch kein Elden Ring mehr, sorry.
Tobi,
Ja?
du musst dir das ja eindeutig übertragen, damit du mich strugglen sehen kannst.
Mhm.
Das ist so richtig.
Wo willst du es denn sehen?
Schmutzgott.
Naja. Oder sagen, geht doch gar nichts anderes, oder?
Oder fängt Anni jetzt plötzlich auch das Stream auf Twitch an?
Ich hatte ich hatte Twitch gestreamt kurz für Frozen immer Battlefield 5, wenn ich gespielt hatte, weil er mitschauen wollte und das einfacher ging. Wenn du das Spiel übertragen gegangen warst, dann hat Battlefield hier Origin-Scheiß direkt über Twitch gemacht. Nee, ich meine nur, du könntest ja auch über Steam zuschauen, aber wahrscheinlich wäre das schlimmer als Discord.
Wollte gerade sagen, also Steam, sorry,
Ja.
nein.
Ich
Einfach
höre-
nur nein.
Ich höre zumindest schon mal raus, dass ich gleich die Lautstärke von der Musik ändern muss.
Ja,
Die ist immer laut, ja.
das ist richtig. Ja, aber Steam zuschauen, Brudi. Der Delay ist ja...
I just said it
Arschloch,
was
sein
an
Vater.
option, so fuck are you? Oh Gott, Ronny ist da.
Oh Gott, Ronny ist live. Oh, weia. Hi! Hi, Ronny!
Boah, moin.
Ronny!
Ja.
Erstmal Sound gone!
Tobi musste kurz ans Handy.
Hallo, so, jetzt hat Ronny.
Äh,
Hey, ich habe den 3. Platz gefahren am Sonntag.
ja,
Alter, Glückwunsch.
und du Ratte hast mich gejinxt.
Ich?
Ja,
Und wieso habe ich dich gejinxt? Ich habe gesagt, du sollst Erster werden.
du hast gesagt, ich will Punkte sehen. Und was macht dein Bot? Break-checkt mich?
Mein Bot. Kann nicht
Weil,
sein.
weil sich ein Glasi vor ihm komplett querstellt. Und danach war das Rennen für mich gelaufen. Ja.
Natürlich belastend, ne?
Also ich habe wie viele Runden überlebt?
siehst,
2,
das
3.
Weißt du, was wir da machen, Kevin? Das ist ganz einfach.
I
Das,
can see it is.
ist ganz einfach. Kevin, ist ganz einfach. Also, pass auf, folgendes, ja? Trainier deine
Hab ich
Scheißreflexe.
Gerade ziemlich schnell gelesen.
Uff.
Ja, GBs, oder?
Alter, Adam Leng wie Hölle.
Aber stirbt gerade Arne?
Ja.
Aber was ist denn der für ein Ping? Das will ich sehen.
Sein Internetanbieter denkt sich gerade so,
Oh.
Yeet! Tschüss!
Das war gerade am Ende kurz ein 4000er.
Ja. Wie Gonne. Fängt sie wieder super an, der Abend für ihn.
Spannend.
Oh, weia.
Tobi, kannst du mir mal einen Live-Status wegnehmen, bitte?
Oh, da hast du ihn ja natürlich, warte.
Habt den jetzt gut seit fast 2 Wochen, ne?
Ja,
Stimmt.
man muss ja
Man muss ja Prioritäten setzen.
eben Servergruppe setzen.
Ist mein Räumchen eigentlich immer noch weg?
Yes.
Zugemacht, Kev?
Danke.
Was?
Hallo?
Ja, hallo
Was seht ihr
Tobi?
gerade?
Also ich höre dich.
Wer hat jetzt sein Gehirn an und wer nicht?
Keine
Was?
Ahnung, was da mit dem Internet war.
Ich glaube, Tobi hat gerade sein Handy zerstört.
Warum?
Keine Ahnung, er reagiert nicht mehr auf uns.
Ja, nee, ich bin noch da. Aber ich habe Paketverlust.
Er ist
Du hast
schlecht.
Paketverlust.
Zumindest hatte ich ihn gerade jetzt beruhigt, dass ich.
So eine Scheiße. Also ich glaube, ich
Bist
überfordere das
bist du in
billig.
Afrika oder wieso gehst du übers Handy rein?
Weil ich glaube, der einfach nicht online kommt, okay.
Tobi
Doch, jetzt
macht einen
mittlerweile
Detox.
Genau, ja.
Was ist mit Tobi?
Der ist auf den Kopf gefallen.
Hey,
Ah.
wenn ich auf den Kopf gefallen bin.
Hm?
Eine Missgeburt.
Den habe ich
Aha.
verstanden.
Wild.
ASMR.
Mal sehen, ob Elden Ring gleich wieder mein Internet killt.
Maybe, maybe not. No,
Also
no.
ich sehe bei Arne seit 30 Minuten den Anmeldebildschirm.
Das Discord-Ding hatte ich beendet.
Ah, perfekt. Ich bin in Discord-Call mit einem Geist erstmal auflegen, den Wichser.
Na, also im Call bin ich noch, aber die Bildschirmübertragung.
Ah,
Kick ihn.
raus
Geh
mit
weg,
die
die Fotze.
Viechers. Ah ne, weg mit den Viechers hieß es.
Jetzt will er sich gleich wieder bei Elden Ring anmelden, dann bin ich gleich wieder weg.
Wahrscheinlich. Ach ja.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Ja.
Du bist noch da, Arne. Und du ratterst auch nicht.
Oh.
Ja.
Leider.
Stream soll jetzt aber auch wieder laufen, Tobi.
Ha!
Okay, warte, ich guck mal.
Laut meinem Discord ist Stream offen. Obwohl ich den beendet hatte.
Also bei mir nur lädt's nur, oder?
Und plötzlich bin ich die Lobby für alle. So viel zum Thema Story und darauf reagieren und mit den Leuten reden. Sorry, Olli.
Also bei mir lädt's nur, da kommt kein Bildschirm.
So, gibt es wirklich keine nachteiligen Auswirkungen?
versuchen wir das
Ich
gleich
glaube, nee, aber diese Sache.
We don't know yet. After all, we don't know what Hiragi Chisato's thoughts are, do we?
Jetzt hast du die Übertragung beendet bei mir. Jetzt hast du begonnen. Und ich sehe was, ja.
Say, I'm impressed by your ability to zero in on the issue from such a short meeting.
Lebst du noch?
Most insightful of you.
Komme ich hier wieder
You
raus?
are
Ich hatte
thorough
gerade
and
das
thoughtful,
Kabel
just as my
nichts
sister
passiert.
describes.
Puh.
Ah, der macht wieder den Bot.
Ja?
Wo ist der? Ah ja.
Oh,
Ah ja.
help!
Arne geht gerade verloren im weiten Internet.
Hallo?
Arne gehört jetzt der Schlucht.
Ja. Arne ist jetzt ein Höhlenmensch.
Junge.
Ja, alles klar, funktioniert nicht. Perfekt. Warum funktioniert das nicht?
Weil Elden Ring einfach zu viel Internet zieht und sein Vodafone war das, glaube ich.
Dann soll er es halt mal offline starten. Oder halt mal ohne Internetverbindung.
Ja, das wäre eine Möglichkeit.
Dürfte es eigentlich keinen Unterschied machen. Wenn er dann noch abkackt, dann liegt es an seinem Prozessor. Hey Arne,
So eine schwule Scheiße.
Arne, du musst mal in deinen Einstellungen irgendwo schauen, kannst du offline spielen. Da kannst du klicken, dass du nicht im Online-Modus starten sollst. Dürfte
Ich
eigentlich
glaube,
keinen
es
Sinn.
ist aber die Discord-Übertragung, die es killt. Bobby?
Haben wir es getrunken, Entschuldigung.
Achso. Ich dachte schon, ich gehe wieder.
Nee.
Perfekt, Arne.
Was?
Läuft ja super bei dir.
Was läuft?
Ja, gar nichts.
Ja, ich wollte erstmal schauen, ob ich irgendwo Offline-Spielen anmachen kann, so wie du es gerade gesagt hast.
Geht in den Einstellungen. Ich glaube, letzte Seite? Nee, im Hauptmenü weiß ich es gar nicht. Was geht im Hauptmenü? Du kannst irgendwo einstellen, dass es offline starten soll.
Ich wüsste es bei Dark Souls 3, ne? Aber bei Elden Ring...
Aber das ist 3 wüsste ich auch auswendig.
Ich meine, ich hab's vor kurzem erst eingestellt, weil die Server immer noch down sind. Ach ja.
Ah, da. Starteinstellungen, Online-Spiel. Offline-Spiel.
Aber ich muss gestehen, das spielt sich auch alleine echt angenehm, das Spiel, ne? Dark Souls 3.
Was Dark Souls? Ja.
So, Tobi, auf ein neues, dass ich gleich wieder in den Untiefen verschwinde.
Ab ins Void mit jeder Schlampe.
Ich habe gehört, morgen geht's dann...
Ja, du musst das Spiel noch neu starten, okay. Du bist nur im Online-Modus.
Ich habe gehört, morgen geht's dann in den Keller rein. Bei Dark Souls 3.
Wieso bist du ein belgisches Kind?
Autsch! Ja.
Dass man neu starten musste.
Robo-Arne meldet sich zum Dienst.
Arne mit seinem Robocock. Und
Und
tschüss.
tschüss.
Arne hat mir heute so geschrieben, so, ey, hast du heute Abend Zeit? Ich so, ja, an sich schon, ich kann schon vorbeikommen, wenn du willst. Aber ich habe keine Lust, dass ich dann verschwitzt und mit einem vollen Arsch nach Hause laufen soll. Könnte ich bei dir pennen. Hat Arne nicht gefeiert.
Er ist aber auch was verklemmt, der Junge.
Ein bisschen. Da ist er wieder.
Eigentlich, jetzt muss ich halt warten, bis. Ich glaube, Elden Ring kann ich nicht spielen, bevor wir endlich geschaltetes Internet haben in der Wohnung.
Ach, habt ihr immer noch Billo-Internet? Wann wird das gemacht bei euch?
Vodafone hatte jetzt gesagt, dass was wir wollten. Also der Anschluss ist jetzt fertig, aber jetzt kam Vodafone und hat gesagt, ja, dass wir wollten, geht nicht mehr.
Perfekt.
Und jetzt läuft es wahrscheinlich darauf hinaus, dass, ich glaube, am Wochenende oder vor dem Wochenende lag irgendein Brief drin, hatte Kamerad rausgenommen. Woanders sollen wir sich was raussuchen. Und dann ist das die Woche fertig und dann sollte ich mit Glück vielleicht nach Ostern 1-2 Wochen danach endlich gescheites Netz in der Wohnung haben.
Na, eigentlich.
Ja.
Achso, du bist ja umgezogen, ne, Arne?
Yes.
Ausgezogen.
Hotel Mutti nicht mehr.
Nee.
Weil kein da am Wochenende.
Achso.
Unter der Woche
Wochenende
überlegt er
mache ich mich
gerade
immer
so auf
wieder.
dem Mindesten.
Unter der Woche esse ich gar nichts. Ich mache immer 5 Tage Fasten und dann 2 Tage Essen.
Aber richtig fressen, Junge.
Digga.
Aber gut,
Ist ja
ist halt
richtig
Mutti, ne? Ist halt Mutti, die füllt einen immer ab. Wenn man mal da ist.
Hm.
Und
Aber
es gibt
zu
halt
Oma
ganz normal wie weiter immer.
Siehst du?
Nee. Die eine, die noch übrig ist, die kann ich kochen.
Arne einfach ungewollt halal.
Nee, Halal ist doch hier so ein Scheiß darf nicht im Essen drin sein.
Ne, das ist Haram.
So ein Scheiß.
Halal, Haram,
Mein Gott,
alles
ich
das
sehe da auch
gleiche,
nicht mehr
Kappa.
durch. Ja.
Nein, du blickst nicht mal durch die Welt durch, also komm ganz ruhig.
Sagt der Richtige, ne? Ja, jetzt komm du mir mal so.
Arne
Sag, Gurke.
Habibi.
Nope. That one
Jungs.
wasn't nice. Oh no.
Boah.
Also Tobi muss Elden Ring noch 1-2 Wochen warten.
Ja, mein Gott, du kannst ja nichts dafür.
Eben.
Ja. Weil ich will das Spiel spielen, aber ich habe keinen Bock, das alleine zu spielen oder beziehungsweise alleine anzufangen. Wenigstens
mal-
einen nerven können nebenbei. Wenn ich das alleine abspiele,
Geschmacksverirrung.
Tobi, höre ich glaube ich damit schon wieder auf nach einer Woche.
Ja.
Da mache ich den Reverse Tobi.
Ja, und?
Gut, dann spiele ich das eine Spiel, wo ich weiß, dass mir dass mir das Internet nicht um die Ohren fliegt.
Chivalry!
Battlefield. Nee,
Also.
Battlefield. Chivalry habe ich noch nicht gespielt. Kevin, wie wär's?
Nein!
Ja, ich weiß, du hast gestern gesagt, heute ist dein Weep-Tag.
Richtig!
Einmal die Woche muss man ja auch fabben, stimmt wohl. Prostatakrebs und so.
What the fuck did I just say about the hentai thing?
Da
You
geht
see it right
direkt
there.
Mike Mute. Der dachte, wir hätten was gehört, Tobi. Ah, übrigens, Tobi, ich weiß gar nicht, ob Kevin es dir schon gesagt hat. Zetis hat jetzt dedizierte Server.
Weißt du, ich will dich erst anschreiben, ob man die droppen soll. Okay, droppt sie einfach. Okay, gut.
Ach, du wolltest mich gerade damit anschreiben, oder wie?
Ja.
Aber wolltest du mich damit anschreiben? Ja, zu spät.
Ja, ich das schon.
Na, dann müssen wir halt, sobald Lego Star Wars und Elden Ring vorbei ist, dann mal
Hey, Ring vorbei.
wieder Sette spielen.
Der war gut.
Ja, ne, die haben ja Server Manager stehen. Im Hauptmenü war uns gestern durch Zufall aufgefallen.
Na, endlich mal.
30 Personen-Server, 10 Tacken pro Monat. Nitrado, let's go.
Banane zahlen, passt.
Na, nee.
Nani! Speaking of which, habe ich eigentlich inzwischen eine E-Mail von PayPal bekommen oder nicht?
So ein
Ihre
Feuerzeug.
Hentai.
Ne?
Was?
Oh, ich habe jetzt noch einen schönen Pfanner Waldbären stehen.
Tobi.
Ja.
Ich habe dann auch Kevin gestern beim Zettelspielen schön die ganze Zeit mit meinem momentanen Drohnendilemma belästigt.
Ja.
Hat er mir schon erzählt.
Ja.
Ja.
Das ist nicht so. Aber Kevin, was ich jetzt noch neu dazu gelesen habe. Ich wollte mir ja die Mini 2 kaufen, jetzt wahrscheinlich. Jetzt will aber DJI Ende April, Anfang Mai die Mini 3 bringen, die dann Sensoren hat, Hinderniserkennung. Aber jetzt bin ich am Überlegen, noch bis das zu warten und die dann mitzunehmen.
Eine scheiß Parksensoren, einen Parkhilfe oder was?
Nur damit ich nicht gegen einen Baum rassel.
Siehst du den nicht, oder was?
Ich meine, man soll zwar immer auf sich fliegen, aber das Ding kann ja nicht ohne Grund 8 Kilometer weit fliegen, ne?
Oh Mann, Arne.
8 Kilometer hoch, nicht weit,
Nee,
Arne.
Ich glaube, nach oben hat es 3 Kilometer, aber in der EU darfst du nicht höher als 120 Meter fliegen.
Eben. Bro, wenn du 8 Kilometer hoch bist, wahrscheinlich erwischt dich irgendwann ein Helikopter.
Nee, du kannst ja bei DJI einstellen, dass er dich warnt, wenn irgendein Fliegefahrzeug in der Nähe ums Eck kommt.
Vorsicht, ein Panzer.
Fliegender Panzer.
Imagine, da kommt einer rübergeflogen. Whee!
Nee, aber wofür die ganzen Sensoren, da die Hinderniserkennung noch gut ist, ist ja die ganzen smarten Fly-Modis von wegen flieg im Kreis um mich blöd rum oder folg mir. Stalk mich, während ich gehe.
Lass mich besonders fühlen.
Ich sag dir, Arne 2023. Number one TikToker, Number one Instagrammer wegen seiner scheiß Drohne.
Nee, der ist im Knast, weil er irgendein Mädchen hinterher spioniert hat.
Durchs Fenster geflogen.
Ach, du meinst, er macht den Julius oder was?
Alter.
Nee, das ist Keller sammeln, okay? That's the difference. Know the difference.
But imagine where it started, huh? Huh?
Ja, where did it all go wrong?
Nun.
Ja,
War ja
irgendwie Julius hatte den Joke irgendwie nicht so gefeiert, wenn ich mich recht entsinne.
Ich hab keine
Natürlich
Ahnung,
nicht.
warum.
Aber
Ja, ich
persönlich
verstand, dass
angegriffen.
Pädophile seid wegen wir.
Also persönlich angegriffen sehen sich in so einem Moment meistens nur die Leute, die wissen, dass es stimmt.
They have to relate, somehow, ne?
Mhm.
Schwierig. Deswegen bin ich auch immer so betroffen, wenn ihr sagt, ich bin alt, weil ich bin fucking alt.
Na Kevin, mein Alter fängt mittlerweile auch mit einer 2 an.
Ja, mit einer 2. Nun.
Ja gut,
Meins bald auch.
Obwohl, fängt das schon mit einer 3 an?
Dieses Jahr.
Nein, oder?
Doch.
Ja, also noch fängt's mit der 2 an. Freu dich doch.
Ah, super. Leben ist vorbei.
Müssen ihm irgendwas mit 3 schenken.
Oh Gott.
3 Mösen. Nee.
3 Hentai-Fettbilder von Displays.
3 Reifen für ein 4-Reifen-Auto. Boah.
3 Winterreifen.
Ja, moin.
Es kommen so 3 LKW-Reifen bei
unsere
Mann.
Geschenkideen, Kevin?
Und dann paar
Also
Scheiße.
ich persönlich finde die 3 Winterreifen genial.
Noch mit Ketten drumrum.
Ja, Mann, 3
für einen richtig
Schneeketten.
starken Winter.
Ja.
Wobei, nee, Tobi, 3 Schneeketten und 3 Winterreifen ist irgendwo dann auch so viel. Wir müssen hier unterscheiden. Er kann nicht alles haben.
Das stimmt auch wieder. Kriegt auch noch eine halbe Kupplung und dafür einen Reifen weniger.
Okay.
Wir machen Kevin jetzt in einer Spanne von 20 Jahren macht jetzt Kevin sein Summer Car.
Ach so! Natürlich.
Ja.
Fucking my Summer Car IRL, Junge. Ja, moin. Die Frage ist, wo?
Das ist dein Problem.
Ich meine, wenn es danach geht, könnte man sagen, ich fange damit ja schon auf der Arbeit an. Da ist so ein Q5 zum Bauen.
Ja, aber ist ja nicht deiner.
Könnte aber mein Firmenauto werden. Theoretisch.
So, spiele ich doch mal eine schöne Runde.
Tobi spielt jetzt richtig schön Candy Crush Saga.
Jo, Alter.
Ne, ich spiele eine Runde Solitär.
Oh, Solitär ist
Ehre.
So, was habe ich hier? 9, 10, 10, 9. Ja, okay.
Solitär kann ich nur unterstützen, Tobi.
Eine Dame. Was soll ich denn mit einer Dame?
Das Problem ist, ich bin jetzt langsam an dem Punkt angelangt, wo ich mich eigentlich ausklinken will aus der Truppe.
Oh, noch eine Dame. Halt die Fresse. Ein Buben, da ist er ja.
Weil das hilft gerade nicht für die Story.
Ein König.
Überhaupt
dann.
nicht. So.
But Chisato and Kamaji have already talked everything through, haven't they?
Was sind das
Haben
für
Sie?
Karten?
Only if we are to take
Noch
Kujo
ein
Kamaji at his
König.
word.
Auga.
But there are two sides to every story.
Auga auf Tortuga. Gulli, gulli, gulli.
I wish to know Hiragi Chisato's angle on this.
Huh. Makes sense, but Paimon still doesn't quite get it.
Ach ja, nebenbei, dieses kleine Etwas da neben mir
Ach.
heißt A. Paimon und B ist nicht die hellste Leuchte auf dem Kronleuchter.
Ganz ruhig.
Don't worry
Chill.
about it.
Brauchst es
I
nicht,
was
die
planning
Lage
to visit the
eskalieren zu
Hiragi
lassen.
clan to deliver my best
Niemand hat
wishes
dir
anyway.
wehgetan. Niemand wird dir
Let's take the
wehtun.
opportunity to
Wer
hear
lässt
her
hier was
thoughts.
eskalieren?
Ah,
If she's as
Fresse.
committed as Kujo Kamaji, perhaps they can navigate the
Das ist mein letztes
challenges ahead
Pizzastück. Komm
successfully.
her. Oh, hopp.
But
Was
if
gibt's für eine
not,
Pizza, Tobi?
Selbst gemacht. Mit Tomatensauce, Schinken, Mozzarella,
well,
Käse,
life isn't
Mais.
always a smooth journey.
True. So, das
Finde ich auch.
heißt...
Sorry, Brennleck, musste gerade auf wen schießen. Klingt
Nebenbei.
solide.
Ja, ist so meine Standardpizza. Zumindest gesünder als
Und
Kevin
ist voll
seine,
gut.
kann ich zumindest behaupten.
Ja,
Let's
ist das
go.
wirklich das Maß der Dinge?
Ja.
So, machen wir mal Full Mute. Um mal kurz zu erklären. Auf dieser Insel war ich prinzipiell gefangen. Auf dieser kleinen Pissinsel. Weil ich hier mit dem Schiff angekommen bin, ich durfte nicht raus, weil, wie gesagt, Ausländer. So. Dann die werte Lady, die hier lebt. Ich habe ihren Namen schon wieder vergessen. Hiragi oder so. Hiragi... Irgendwas. Blub. Hat um eine Audienz gebeten, nachdem wir mit ihrem Vater geredet haben, bezüglich wir möchten gerne hier raus, der direkt so, nö. Also geht schon, aber du musst halt so ein Bergprotokoll ausfüllen und du bist dann ungefähr so, ja, in so einem halben Jahr kannst du hier raus. Nö. Tochter direkt so, ja, hey, ich habe hier so einen Brief, den ich kenne. Kannst du ausliefern? Wäre das machbar? Ja, machbar. Machen wir. So. Also sind wir dann gewandert von hier, da über das Dorf, blub, in die große Stadt, um den Brief abzuliefern. Und jetzt sind wir bei einer Hochzeit. Die Frage ist nur, wo kommt der Liebesbrief her? Oh, wait. Ich habe gerade so eine Idee. Wie das passiert sein könnte. Ja, das ist jetzt aber nur hier Verschwörungstheorie. Wir haben ja vorhin mitbekommen, wie der eine Soldat komplett herzgebrochen war. Von ihr. Weil er nämlich in sie verschossen ist. Was ist, wenn er den Liebesbrief geschrieben hat? An sie, allerdings die falsche Adresse drauf hatte und der bei ihm angelangt ist. Brudi, das wär's. Oder? Das wär's doch. Marker weg. So. Dann gehen wir doch mal zu der werten Hiragi. Und dann gucken wir doch mal. So. Schubidup. Eine Sache, die das Spiel auch als Vorteil hat, diese ganzen Teleporter. Ansonsten wäre es echt lästig, von A nach B zu kommen.
There is still much to prepare for the wedding. Should we also invite some prominent business leaders who frequently visit Rito?
At the very least, we should send them invitations.
I agree. Ah, hello there, Yashiro Commissioner. To what do we owe the honor on this fine day?
As it happens, I'm here regarding the same wedding I believe I heard you discussing just now. I come bearing the felicitations of the Kamisato clan. Would Lady Hiragi happen to be available at this moment?
Chisato hieß er. Richtig.
Our lady is entertaining guests right now, and we're not entirely sure how long she will be.
But please, do come in. We will arrange some tea and snacks for you and your attendants.
Hey, Paimon is not an attendant!
Ouch!
You misunderstand. These two are dear friends.
You're too kind.
We don't wish to impose. We'll just wander around in the general area. Apologies for the interruption while you're busy with preparations. Please, let us know once Lady Hiragi is available.
Nonsense, Commissioner. No imposition at all. This wedding is a joyful occasion, and all the other clans who serve the Hiragi clan are most delighted for them indeed. We're merely doing the best we can to make this wedding as grand an affair as possible.
When the time comes, we'll invite everyone in the clan and even the general public to attend.
That sounds splendid.
Ja.
We'll leave you to it.
Take care, Commissioner.
Seems like you guys talked a lot without actually saying anything.
Hence why I dislike small talk. Our timing was not ideal, but never mind. I spotted a stall on our way over where we can pass the time. The owner always manages to come up with novel ideas. I'm one of his regular customers.
Ach was. Der werte Herr Ayato verläuft sich also öfters in dem Ausländerbereich. Mensch.
Oh, it's Tomoki!
Hallo.
Ah, it's you. Good to see you again. Seems like you're always showing up with a VIP in tow.
Oh? So you know the owner as well?
Ach, wir sind nur mit Ayaka hier gewesen.
Yep, we tried his dango milk a while back.
Ah nee, Moment. Wir waren mit Raiden hier, richtig.
Ah, I see. So you were involved in that. I'd caught wind of this dango milk, but I didn't know that it had anything to do with you two. I always order one of his creative drinks whenever I pass the stall. The flavor is always new and interesting. When I noticed he'd set up shop in Rito, I simply had to come by.
Oh, thanks to you all, my business is finally beginning to take off. More and more people are willing to give my creative cuisine a shot. It gave me the confidence to decide that I'm going to stick to creative cuisine from now on. On the one hand, I wanted more people to be able to try out my culinary creations. On the other hand, I wanted my customers to experience the joy of being creative too.
Er klingt ja fast so wie der Bubble Waffle Stand, wo ich heute war, oder auch der Poffertiers Stand, der unter meiner Wohnung ist. Naja, unter meiner Wohnung. Also, ich sitze jetzt an der Wand, also der ist ungefähr so die Richtung. Man muss dazu sagen, dass ich hinter der Seite des Hauses. Also, nun.
So, I gave it a lot of thought and finally came up with an all-new business concept.
Sounds interesting. What is it this time?
I've decided to give complete creative control to the customer. I offer all sorts of ingredients, and they pick and choose whatever they want to mix with their milk or tea.
Oder halt auch Bubble Tea.
As well as dango, I now offer rice cake, purple potato balls, black sugar, and sunsettia.
1:1, diese ganzen Mai-Dinger, also das Größte, was man glaube ich kennt, ist boah, wie heißt der nochmal? So ein stinknormaler, also was heißt stinknormaler Waffelladen? Dammit! Jetzt bin ich müde. Die Jungs haben zu viel meiner Zeit verbraten. Jetzt bin ich wieder in der Müdigkeitspart dran. Ah.
Do they really all go well with milk? Hard to imagine, but who knows? It could be delicious.
What if I were to choose some ingredients you don't have here? Would that be okay?
Well, I guess so. Any novel ideas you have, Commissioner, please feel free to tell me. I'll go buy the ingredients right away. The whole idea was to let my customers express their creativity freely. So of course, I shouldn't place restrictions on the ingredients if I can help it.
Macht Sinn.
Excellent. There are a few things I'd like to try. Lavender melon, seagrass, and sea Ganoderma.
Meereslackporling. Moment. Du willst Fisch da drin haben? Now you're getting crazy, mate. Seagrass. Okay. Lavendelmelone. Sure, why not?
What? You wanna mix those with milk?
I do indeed. Why? What's wrong?
You really think that's gonna turn out tasting good?
It's all about the experience. The taste is secondary. It's great to try new things. Traveler, any thoughts?
Lavendelmelone, Seegras, Meereslackporling. Ich finde die Lavendelmelone echt geil. Also, let's go.
Like a risky choice. Are you sure? Well, okay. Paimon will have the same as you.
3 milks with lavender melon, please.
No problem. Give me a second, I'll have them ready. Here, your milk is ready. Give it a try.
Yep, just as Paimon suspected. Raw lavender melon does not taste good.
I think it tastes all right. It makes me feel in touch with Mother Nature.
Your review seemed pretty positive, but Paimon still thinks there are better combinations.
Taste is your key concern, yes?
Obviously. Tasty food and drinks are some of life's most important pursuits.
Well said. If I could say the same was true for me, I believe I'd be a very content man.
Boah. Der Kerl ist schon ziemlich fertig.
No one has unlimited energy, and I try to conserve mine for the things that really count. To create some mental breathing room, I try not to overthink the less critical matters. Having my sister attend public events in my stead, and having Toma as housekeeper has also been a great help, and allowed me to focus.
We're just passing the time here, though, right? Is there anything else to think about than what we're doing right now?
1 or 2 things. Let's continue this discussion somewhere else. I noticed something before we left the Hiragi clan's residence. No, it was just a small detail. I was curious to know their thoughts on the wedding, so I asked them about it. Naturally, they responded that all other clans are happy for the Hiragi clan. But that's not the truth.
What do you mean?
Hiragi Shinsuke is still in prison, meaning the Kanjo Commission is the least stable in the Tri-Commission. Hiragi Chisato is the sole remaining pillar of her clan, but now she plans to marry into the Kujo clan. If I belonged to one of the assisting clans to the Hiragis, I would not be feeling optimistic about the future. But they didn't mention a word about that. They simply said they were delighted for them. These are not unintelligent people. I highly doubt it is because they simply do not realize.
Das heißt, die hängen damit
I
zusammen.
imagine they didn't want to discuss family issues in front of outsiders. But still, the more I think back over that conversation, the more it doesn't sit right. Keep a close eye on them, Hisashi.
Yes, sir.
Whoa! Where did you come from?
This is one of my most trusted members of the Shimatsuban. He's been quietly watching out for us this whole time.
Merely doing my duties, sir.
Keep a close watch on the clan representatives we met today.
Well received. I'm on the case.
Oh, and I almost forgot. That milk I just had? Please order one more and deliver it to Toma.
As you wish, sir.
Oh no, poor Toma.
Sir Kamisato, Lady Hiragi's previous engagement is now concluded. She's waiting for you in the courtyard.
Thank you kindly. Let's go and see Hiragi Chisato.
Let's go. Ich habe mich gerade, ist Olli überhaupt noch da? Ist so still geworden. Wahrscheinlich im Lurk verschwunden, der Arme. Oder eingepennt. In dieser langweiligen Gespräche. Hallo.
Hey, nice to see you again, Chisato.
I heard that Sir Kamisato had brought some guests, but I didn't know it was you two.
It's been a while, Lady Hiragi. How have you been faring?
This is a rare privilege, Sir Kamisato. It is not often that I have the chance to meet you, let alone here in the comfort of my own home. I'm doing very well indeed, thank you. You must be so busy. Thank you so much for taking the time to come and congratulate Kamaji and I. It really means a lot.
But of course. The Tri-Commission are the servants of the Shogun, and we should look out for one another. In fact, we visited Sir Kujo just now. It's clear that he's very much looking forward to the wedding. Perhaps his joy is infectious, for I am now feeling rather elated myself. I sincerely wish you a joyful wedding and a blissful marriage.
Thank you for your kind words. This was not an easy decision to make. We will both have to work harder from now on. I'm sure the news will cause something of a stir. But come what may, we will stand as one and face whatever the future throws at us, together.
Sounds like things are pretty tough for you, Chisato.
Yes. To be honest, I'm still a little nervous about it all. But Kamaji has been so supportive. His promises have comforted me a lot.
It sounds like you have some considerable reservations, Lady Hiragi.
Yes. Well, there are so many things I need to consider. In case you were wondering, I was not actually entertaining VIPs just now. I was in fact meeting with one of the Kanjo Commission's officers, Shinojo.
Oh, really? Him?
Mm-hmm. He charged in all of a sudden and said that he had something very important to tell me. He didn't mince his words. Basically, he doesn't want me to marry Kamaji. He has always been a calm and contained person who never acts out of line. I was quite shocked to see him so agitated. But despite all that, what he was saying made a lot of sense. He thinks that now is a bad time for this wedding to happen. He pointed out that I am like the final pillar propping up my clan. If I marry into the Kujo clan, that pillar is taken away. There will no longer be a voice of authority in the Hiragi clan. And it could be a disastrous move for my personal image, too.
It's just two families becoming one big family, though, right? What's the big deal?
Traditionally, in Inazuma, clan affiliation influences every facet of life. After the wedding, Lady Hiragi will belong to the Kujo clan. The Kanjo Commission's attitude toward you may undergo some significant changes thereafter.
Precisely. This is a terrible thing to be saying, but I'm starting to have second thoughts. Maybe I went along with it all too easily. Maybe I allowed myself to be pushed into this. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I'm making my guests listen to me complaining.
No problem at all. The Yashiro Commission has a duty to listen to you. Now that I've heard your concerns, I should offer to help you as best I can. For instance, by helping you gather your thoughts on the matter. Now, we heard from Sir Kujo that his decision to tie the knot was prompted by a letter he received from you. But we've also heard that you did not write that letter. Sir Kujo thought that perhaps you were just being coy. Oh, dear. Perhaps I should have kept that part to myself.
What? But that was... It was just a prop in his playful proposal, wasn't it? It was clearly purpose designed, what with all the fancy lettering and so on.
Fancy lettering, you say? So I am to understand that had it not been for this letter, you two may not have chosen this moment to be wed?
When it comes down to it, yes, I think so. Oh, do you mean to say that this letter is not what I thought it to be?
Sir Kujo maintains that the letter was penned by your hand.
Huh? But then... how did...
Either way, it's wonderful to see how much you both trust one another. In that sense, you could say that the origin of the letter is ultimately not of great importance. Who knows? Perhaps Sir Kujo was the one being coy. After all, he had no particular reason to be forthcoming with us about the details of his playful proposal.
I understand.
Schwierig, Ayato.
As you say, ultimately, the origin of the letter doesn't matter. But my position does matter. Kamaji and I thought that we needn't worry about anything that lies ahead, because we can face it all together. But now, I think I should give it some more thought.
Marriage is the most important decision of your life. Don't let yourself regret it. It is also part of the Yashiro Commission's job to help people through difficult times. I say this as an advocate for you personally, and for the Hiragi clan. Please, do not be compelled by circumstances to make any decision that goes against your will. To be together with the one you love is a sacred thing. It is my earnest wish that both of you may enjoy a bright and beautiful future, not a bittersweet one.
I'll take to heart every word you have said to me. I can't thank you enough, Sir Kamisato. I'll think very carefully about your advice.
All that matters is that you follow your heart. Since you'll be needing some time to think things over, we will excuse ourselves now.
Oh, wait! Let me see you out.
Thank you, Lady Hiragi, but there will be no need. Traveler, let's find somewhere to talk.
Nun. Jetzt ist Arne schon weg. Ja, lol. So. So, Ayato, was ist jetzt Phase? Digga, wo will denn der hin? Digga, wo will denn der hin? Ach so, so ganz außerhalb der Stadt. Ja, moin. Na gut, muss ja das Volk nicht mitbekommen, alles nicht. Hey. Ich kann noch mitnehmen. So. Unter dem Bäumchen.
Hiragi Chisato is on a totally different page than Kujo Kamaji.
Ja, das ist wohl wahr.
Ayato, why did you give her such vague suggestions? Couldn't you just have told her what you'd do in her position? Because Paimon's pretty sure you have an idea.
I've said everything I can, given the Yashiro Commission's stance. Interfering too much with other commission's domestic issues will only create trouble. The more I think about it, the stranger this all seems. But Hiragi Chisato has yet to see it. We must be vigilant.
Strange? In what way?
Someone wants Hiragi Chisato to be married as soon as possible, and if my guess is right, it is someone from within the Kanjo Commission. This person is presumably also responsible for the mysterious and misleading letter. Think about this. A lowly officer is greatly worried about Hiragi Chisato's future, while the heads of the supporting clans ostensibly have no concern at all. It doesn't add up. When someone's words and actions do not match, you need to infer their intentions from their behavior.
Das, ja, ich glaube, jemand will
Yes.
ihre Position
It's a
haben.
smart strategy. Far superior to the one adopted by the Tenryou Commission's Takatsukasa clan. Even had the forged letter failed and been seen for what it was, there would have been no repercussions. They could simply have explained it away as a misguided but well-meaning matchmaking attempt by a member of the family. But if the letter were to achieve its goal, as it has so far, the perpetrator would successfully weaken the Hiragi clan without ever having to lift a finger against them, all under the guise of simply encouraging a wedding. With Hiragi Chisato having married into the Kujo clan and the head of the Hiragi clan in prison, challenges to the Hiragi clan's leadership would begin to emerge throughout the ranks of the Kanjo Commission. Eventually, another clan would take the Hiragi clan's place. Actually, we have evidence. His name is Shinojo.
Shinojo?
He should be back by now.
Yes, sir.
That's the second time you've done that! I cannot deal with this.
Did they take one of the Kanjo Commission officers away?
Yes. His name is Shinojo.
As I expected. They cannot afford to let this opportunity pass them by. They have to act now while the Hiragi clan is at its weakest. Hiragi Chisato had been persuaded by Kujo Kamaji, and the wedding was sure to go ahead. But after Chisato's meeting with Shinojo, she began to have second thoughts. In their eyes, Officer Shinojo has interfered with their plan.
But why did they suspect him and not us?
Someone was eavesdropping on our conversation with Chisato the entire time. That's why I was a little reserved.
No way! Whew. Lucky Paimon didn't say anything stupid.
Das ist wirklich Glück gehabt.
But Chisato got what you meant about the letter though, right?
I think so. But whoever is behind this will not allow their plan to fail now. They will not be inclined to respect Hiragi Chisato's own wishes. Her stance was so passive that she was easily manipulated, treated like a pawn, with even her marriage becoming a battleground for political power play. Despite all of this, she still believed that a happy future was awaiting her. When she formally marries into the Kujo clan, she will lose her title as daughter of the Hiragi clan, her position in the Kanjo Commission, and above all, her independence.
Marriage is such a trap.
Easier said than done. The perpetrators are manipulating everything from the shadows, letting unsuspecting pawns do their work. This is what makes their approach so smart. We, meanwhile, are out in the open. If we attempt to stop this wedding from happening, we will become the villains of the story and face immense public backlash.
So what are we gonna do?
At this stage, if the perpetrators wish to maintain control over the situation, their only option is to come out from the shadows and bare their fangs. I will wait for that moment to arrive. But first things first, we must go and rescue Shinojo. He has done nothing wrong and does not deserve to be punished. Tell me where Shinojo is. We'll head off right now.
Hey, jetzt kommen wir endlich mal wieder zum Kern des Spiels wahrscheinlich. So. Wir hatten einmal festgehalten, da in der Ecke. Das schreit wieder nach irgendeinem Dungeon. Nicht zwingend. Oh! Da geht's hin. Ja, okay. Jetzt müssen wir mal kurz die Truppe ändern. Der Elektro-Traveler ist zwar ganz nice, aber sie ist tausendmal besser. So. Guten Tag. Der Shogun ist hier.
What are you doing? Release Shinojo this instant!
Stop this at once.
It's the Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our master. No one else.
Really? Then please, excuse me.
Oh, wir kriegen jetzt ihn zur Hilfe.
Battle formation! Soldiers, quick!
Illusion shattered! Nice.
Rain cutter!
One with nature.
Soldiers, quick!
I must draw.
Get them!
Mind the deluge.
No, my sword!
Get this!
Into the wind.
Klappe jetzt. So.
Blast. Let's go. We must report to Master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. Leave them be.
Gott, du bist so ein krass weiser Mann, Ayato.
I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinojo first. But in all the chaos, it must have been kicked to one side.
What the? It's a tanuki? Oh, don't tell Paimon that the tanuki took it!
Let's follow it and see.
Oh Gott, der Spiel war auf jeden Fall mit den Tanukis. Okay, cool. Hey! Als was hast du dich wieder verwandelt, du Drecksvieh? War klar. Jetzt ist eine Kiste. Jetzt tanzt er einfach nur vor dem Schrein. Ah ja. Gott, immer diese Tanukis, die einen einfach nur trollen wollen.
Oh, thank the gods you're here. Please help me.
Hast du sonst was zu sagen?
Oh, thank the god.
Okay, hast du nicht. Ah, okay, cool. Dann machen wir ihn mal auf.
Thank you. Thank you. It was terrifying. They said they were gonna throw the cage into the sea with me still inside. Oh, wait. You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. Someone's trying to use the wedding for their own ends.
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay. We know about all that.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding rather as we expected. Those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent. We must devise sufficient countermeasures.
Yashiro Commissioner, you're personally going to take action?
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazuma is at stake. My hitherto neutral stance ends now. The almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun, and it is therefore my duty to handle these tiresome matters on her behalf.
Ja.
That's true.
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Find somewhere safe and stay hidden. Traveler, Paimon, let's get out of here.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner.
Matsura.
I hear you showed up here with no explanation and attacked my men. You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission, now would you?
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. As a responsible official of Inazuma, I could not in good conscience stand idly by. Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right to abuse him.
Abuse? Nonsense. I was just teaching him a lesson.
Ah ja.
Out of nowhere, a low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense one can imagine. I dare say, the poor lady was terrified.
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions? Because otherwise, why would you describe it as out of nowhere?
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. How should I know what he was thinking? Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan and the most distinguished member of the Kanjo Commission.
Falsch.
We are, and always will be, her loyal assistants. It's our duty to see that she never has to worry about anything. Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard show no regard for either, he went out of his way to upset our lady. How could, even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity? I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble...
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
Funny. I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. There's not been a dull moment since I took up my post in the Yashiro Commission. Every day I've been exposed to new and fascinating things. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, that you can tie 2 knots in the portion of it that extends out of its beak.
Awesome.
I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual avians.
Keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out of the window. The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps away, lest the song it sings lead you astray.
Oh, deep shit, bro.
I say, Yashiro Commissioner, are you here simply to mock the Kanjo Commission?
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals, upright and forthright, conscientious and loyal. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering, all as part of a plan to remove Lady Hiragi from her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make accusations without any evidence.
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were quick to try and make him disappear as soon as he said something that you did not like. Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by someone with less of a sense of loyalty than even an ordinary servant. You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. I'm not sure whether it's because you're smart enough to play the system, or too foolish to know any better. In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. And now you have ruined your once bright future. I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura. I just feel sorry for you.
Is that right? Then tell me, if you're so bright, what exactly do you think you can do to me? This is at most a Kanjo Commission issue. We'll handle this amongst ourselves. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner. If you seek to involve yourself in other clans' affairs, might I be so bold then, as to question your motives in doing so? I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryo Commission, because the new balance of power in the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you personally. So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
So, that's how you view it. Well, I have to admit, you clearly are far more talented than I at monitoring the power balance within the Tri-Commission.
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen, and nothing is going to change that. The notices have already been sent out. All of Inazuma City knows about it now.
Boah, der hat aber schnell gehandelt, der Typ.
Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. But you can bet it's all anybody's talking about now. Once the notices go out, that's it. The wedding is a sure thing, even if it hasn't happened just yet.
I see. It seems like I was wrong.
So suddenly we see eye to eye?
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most. But it seems that I was gravely mistaken.
Kamisato Ayato! You! How dare you!
You've made your move. Now, I suppose it's time I made mine.
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryo Commission together? Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes marginalized as a consequence of this union? Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you. That will be all for now.
Oops.
Hey! Hey! What was all that? Paimon didn't follow at all.
Ja gut, Paimon. Zeit für dich wieder alles aufzubrezeln, ja?
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared. As I said, they ended up coming out from the shadows and revealing themselves. Let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through the details of my plan.
Let's go. Auf in die Stadt. Raiden Ayato ist in Kombination auch echt fies. Shangsho, ich sag's ungern, aber du kriegst gerade Ersatz.
Look at this. The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan and the master of the Tenryo Commission's Kujo clan are getting married.
Sounds like an all-around perfect match, don't you think?
for sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden. I hadn't heard a single word about it until now.
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must have been a hard decision.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
Huh. I wonder if they'll go anywhere nice for their honeymoon. Maybe somewhere outside Inazuma.
Ugh, don't tell me that you're thinking of adventuring in another nation again.
But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Jetzt habe ich konsequent die Line von ihm unterbrochen. Das ist ja wieder klasse. Da.
Special yakitori for sale. Come and try some.
So. Am Dauer disconnecten gerade. So, hier lang. Hier lang. Gehen wir jetzt mal zu Fuß. Hello, Kamaji.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, about that. It's kinda complicated.
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But we must take Lady Hiragi's situation into consideration.
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her that I'll do everything in my power to protect her.
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection. Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that, deep down, you realize all she stands to lose. I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so emotionally involved in the situation. I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and strong-willed person she is. For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of her life. Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro, Commissioner, you're right. It was naive and selfish of me to take things this far. But it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
I have a plan, but it needs a villain. Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. But it is not without its risks. Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. On the contrary, it's a terrible idea that will marginalize the Kanjo Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan. And the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the weakened Kanjo Commission? The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi's feelings. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission as soon as possible. Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you no longer have any reason to hesitate.
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation perfectly.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden to an indispensable asset. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission. Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost to stop this wedding from happening. Then, we simply leave them to clear up the mess they've created.
Got it.
So the network of connections? This is all way too complicated for Paimon. Can you just tell us what you need us to do?
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our dear friends in the Kanjo Commission. Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the lookout for the first sign of a crisis. In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What we need to do is to use these informants as a breeding ground for our fake intel. Sir Kujo, there are certain things that I need you to attend to personally.
Okay.
It's almost time. My ninja has located one of the informants. Let's go and see if he'll take the bait.
Mysteriöse Schauergeschichte. Was? Ach, nö! Als ob ich jetzt auch die Scheiß-Story fertig machen muss mit fucking... Och, nee. Gut, okay, machen wir 2 Character-Stories parallel. Let's go. Scheiße. Dann befassen wir uns doch mal mit der werten Yaemiko. Miku, Moment, lass kurz schauen. Wo haben wir sie denn? Ja, Miko, okay. Oh, weia. Das kann ja was werden. Das wird ein langer Abend. Lul. Sehr viel Story, wenig Grind. Also, ich muss gestehen, mehr Story ist mir gerade aktuell auch lieber als irgendwelcher Grind. So, Miko. Hey. Mal kurz. Blätter sammeln hier, so. Können wir mal weiter mit... Oh, So. Die beiden? Ja.
We haven't been to the Yai Publishing House in a while. Paimon wonders if they have any new books in. The one we read with A that time is pretty cool.
Come on, this is a no-brainer, man. There's only one thing worth wishing for, and that is a ton of Mora.
But the exam's next week. If I fail again, I'm seriously done for. I'm better off wishing that my exam goes smoothly.
It's just an exam. Trust me, there's no problem you can't solve by throwing Mora at it. If it doesn't work, then just keep throwing till it does.
What are they arguing about? It's quite a spirited debate.
Hi, Jungs.
Huh? Really? You guys don't know? You need but stand on this land at midnight, lower your head and recite a special incantation, then your wish will come true. Looks like you guys really aren't in the loop. This, my friends, is the next big thing. A highly effective wish ritual guaranteed to make your wishes come true.
Wieder so eine weirde Erfindung von Miko.
A wish ritual? That actually works?
Bullshit.
Right? Even Paimon knows that's just not how the world works.
Yep.
I didn't believe it at first either, but that changed when it worked for someone I know. It's this guy called Kunihiko. He's practically always been unemployed, wastes his days away, and he owes a lot of money. Like a lot, but get this. I don't see him for a few days, and suddenly I find him dressed to the nines and feasting at a high-class restaurant. I heard it directly from him. He used this wishing ritual, and the next day he woke up to find his whole bed filled high with Mora.
His whole bed was filled with...
Paimon.
Wow!
Of course, I'm sure the part about waking up lying on a bed of Mora is a bit of an exaggeration. Whether you believe it or not, it's not exactly a difficult ritual. It can't hurt to give it a try, right?
If you're still feeling skeptical, just ask around. There are a lot of very compelling stories going around these days.
Really? Well, come on! Let's go ask around right now, shall we? Well, if it really is true, then just think of all the Mora Paimon could... Oh, and you'd finally be reunited with your twin too. Let's go!
Ja. Nur mit dem kleinen, aber feinen Unterschied, dass wir inzwischen wissen, dass unsere Schwester böse ist. Quasi. Die Herrscherin des Feindes. Das wird noch lustig. Da ich wieder eine andere Mission. Danke.
Time to go.
Weirdos. So.
That person is one of Matsura's informants. Let's follow him. Be careful not to get seen.
Alter, das ist wieder so eine Stealth-Mission.
Seems like he's noticed us. Knew he should have been quieter.
Ich hasse Stealth-Missionen in
That
das
person is one
Nummer.
of Let's follow
Ja, ist gut. Ich bin hinter einer Mauer, du hast mich nicht gesehen.
Did you see that? Sir Kujo Kamaji just came past here with a huge group of people.
Could it be related to the wedding announcement?
Maybe, but from the look on his face, it seems like something much more serious. He and his men seem pretty intense at the moment. Isn't it all a bit excessive for a wedding?
I want to try to actually work for him.
I hear it's more effective than the Grand Naru
Ich war nie da.
The incantation is a little hard to memorize.
The Tenryo Commission has sent a load of people to Rito. I guess it must have something to do with the wedding. I think in all there must have been about 100 people so far.
That doesn't sound good. What could be going on? I hope it's just Sir Kujo Kamaji being overcautious.
The news is spreading fast, but it appears Master's fears may be well placed. There's no way they sent this many people just to escort the bride. I have to investigate.
He ran off!
As expected. Let's follow him.
Wow! It's like the whole Tenryo Commission is here.
Excuse me, has something happened on this road? I'm a businessman passing through, and it's a little disconcerting to see this place so heavily guarded.
Ah, please don't be alarmed. As I'm sure you've heard, the wedding of Sir Kujo Kamaji and Lady Hiragi Chisato will take place any day now. Sir Kujo decided to send for Lady Hiragi ahead of time, and have her live in Inazuma City during the run-up to the wedding.
I see.
We are here to clear the way for Lady Hiragi. Not just us, either. You'll see more Tenryo Commission members as you go further along. We're all here for the same duty.
Isn't this a little excessive?
Sir Kujo holds Lady Hiragi in the highest regard, and wants to treat her with the utmost respect, from beginning to end.
I understand. Sorry to disturb your work. Drat. It's exactly as Master feared. They say they're here to guard the road, but really they're poised to attack if Master doesn't allow Lady Hiragi to leave Rito. Wait, no. If Lady Hiragi does leave, they'll have all the more reason to strike. But we're in no state to defend against the Tenryo Commission attack. I must tell Master right away.
He ran off again!
That should do it. The seeds have been sown. In this atmosphere, mounting suspicion will nurture fear among the Kangjo Commission. Now, we wait patiently for it to grow and ferment. The calm before the storm is always the part that unsettles people the most.
Are they really gonna own up and apologize, just like that?
If you're curious to find out, you can visit the Hiragi clan in Rito in a couple of days. I have some other business to attend to, so I won't be spending any more time on this situation. In any case, we've made our move. It's only a matter of time before they give up and surrender. This is not my first time. Well then, goodbye for now. I truly hope that things will work out in Hiragi Chisato's best interests.
He left kind of abruptly. Are things really gonna turn out like he predicted? Paimon too! Well, let's go to Rito again in 2 days.
Zwei Tage warten und nach Rito. Verstehe. Ne, 2 Tage darf ich machen? Okay. Auf nach Rito. Hey! Hast du neue Netze für mich? Netz der Omnibiquität. Schwieriger Name. Let's go. Fällt mir ein, ich dürfte was Neues zu empfangen haben. Mit dem Netz. Bin mir allerdings unsicher darüber. So, den lassen wir mal so, wie er ist. Hilft am Ende eh nichts. Gehen wir zu Fuß nach Rito. Auch wenn es länger dauert. Nein! Ne. Not gonna happen. Ich weiß, ich sollte meine Dailies auch mal langsam machen, aber... Nee, echt nicht. Wirklich nicht. Weil ich Bock habe.
One with nature.
Rain outlines your fate.
Life goes on. There is no escape. Torn to oblivion.
Wie Weltenstufe habe ich eigentlich inzwischen? Aktuell. Stufe 7, ich habe sie runtergeschaut, okay. So, Kobayashi, derjenige, der mich nie gehen lassen hat. So.
Hello. How may I help? We arrived here 2 days ago to escort Lady Hiragi to Inazuma City.
Ja. Haben wir gehört? Weiter?
Sir Kujo Kamaji gave us very strict orders, so we have to obey. But every time we attempt to receive the bride, the Hiragi clan always finds an excuse to delay things. Since we haven't fulfilled our duties yet, we decided to stay in Rito until Lady Hiragi is ready to come with us.
Macht Sinn.
We apologize. It was not our intention to stay here so long. We promise our presence here will not impact ordinary people's lives. We can only hope that the leaders of the Hiragi clan will start to cooperate soon. If this stalemate continues, who knows? Sir Kujo might give us orders to be less accommodating.
Wieder so eine Augenharzdurchgrätnummer. Really?
How much longer does your master plan to hold them off?
I have no idea. We're stuck in limbo here. Master's been very on edge these past few days. He gets irate over the smallest things, and is suspicious of everything. He's been yelling at me a lot. I understand that he's anxious, but I mean, what can we do? I've told him before, never cross the Yashiro Commissioner.
Yeah, good advice. With him, you just know that whatever he's doing, a lot of preparation has gone into it. If Lady Hiragi is really taken away, then what will the Tenryou Commission do? And what will the Yashiro Commission do?
Maybe we should tell Master to discuss things with Lady Hiragi.
Macht auf jeden Fall Sinn. Aber ist schon ziemlich chaotisch geworden, muss man ja dazu sagen. Hallo.
These people from the Tenryou Commission have been here for days now.
I guess they're here to pick up Lady Hiragi. But why would it be taking so long?
I heard that the Kanjo Commission suddenly said they don't want Lady Hiragi to leave. To be honest, I'd be hesitant if I were her. A crowd this size comes to Rito? Who knows what they could be planning?
Shh, stay quiet. Someone might hear you.
Oh, right. Sorry. How did things get to this point?
Hiragi Chisato is now at the center of every conversation in Rito. By now, the Kanjo Commission probably knows how important she is. But what about what she thinks? Oh, let's go and see.
Das ist eine gute Idee. Zugegeben, ich mache über die Themen auch ein bisschen Sorgen. Weil jetzt ist es chaotisch geworden. Und das ist nicht gut.
Oh, Traveler! I assume you've heard about everything that's been going on out there. What on earth is happening?
Don't worry, we can explain everything. So, what happened was...
After the Tenryou Commission arrived, they suddenly became alarmed. They keep having secretive discussions and won't allow me to have any direct contact with the Tenryou Commission. I never would have thought that this was Sir Kamisato's plan. Now it all makes sense. I'm sorry. I haven't. Maybe there's no right or wrong decision. Maybe everything would be easier if I simply didn't have the choice.
Ja, ihr Herz schreit halt ja, aber ihre Vernunft schreit halt nein. Das ist halt jetzt doof.
I used to tell myself things like this to avoid having to think about it. But once I saw the notices appearing out of nowhere on the streets, signaling that the wedding was confirmed, I didn't feel reassured at all. Instead, I felt a great sense of regret. I keep thinking back to what Sir Kamisato said. This is supposed to be my bright and beautiful future. But what if it's not? I can happily accept that if someone was trying to take advantage of my marriage, I should absolutely refuse to go through with it. But that's not the answer I'm looking for. And also, now that things have escalated to this point, it will be tricky to resolve.
Ah, Lady Hiragi, here you are. You scared me for a second. I thought you'd gone missing. You... Wait, you're the ones who were with the Yashiro Commissioner that day. What do you think you're doing here? Are you trying to convince Lady Hiragi to leave?
Calm down. They're my friends. They're just here to visit me.
Friends? Are you sure? Just friends? Lady Hiragi, I told you already, these are exceptional circumstances. You need to be more vigilant in everything you do. You are extremely important to us, and to the entire Kanjo Commission. Who's to say they don't have a hidden agenda?
If you want to accuse us of trying to abduct her, just come out and say it!
Don't be rude. You've been very highly strung lately, seeing everything as a threat. Listen to me. I know all the ins and outs of everything that's happened so far. His arrival might well be your very last chance to fix this. The present state of affairs in Rito shows me that the situation has escalated well past the point where you could hope to control it. If this deadlock continues any longer, we will have nothing to gain and much to lose. This is not an order. All I need you to do is give me an explanation and take responsibility for the situation.
Understood, my lady. I shall discuss with the others right away.
Good job, Chisato. You
Nice.
handled that well.
I was so nervous. But I thought, things are now so critical that I should at least give it a try. And it worked remarkably well. Yes, well, let's wait and see what happens. I hope they provide a satisfactory response.
We had a serious discussion and reflected on our mistakes. In all honesty, no one can handle the weight of the situation here. Everyone is beside themselves with worry. It'll drive us mad if it continues any longer. I'm so sorry. My actions were radical and duplicitous. I was selfish and ignored the greater good. And then I left the situation to fester. Would you please give us a second chance? For my lady's sake, please give the Conjo Commission another chance. I suppose you're right. The only person who can change the Tenryo Commission's mind will be the Yashiro Commissioner. We'll head off to the Kamisato estate shortly and beseech him to help us with the utmost sincerity. Lady Hiragi, might I ask you to join us? You are the most important person. Without you, we have no other way.
Richtig platt
By
gewalzt.
the way,
Jungs.
aren't you a good friend of the Yashiro Commissioner? Please put in some good words for me.
Wie wär's mit... Nö. Du hast ziemlich viel Scheiße über Matsura. Das wird nix, mein Freund. Hoffe ich. Du gehst ja schön mit dem Arsch auf Glatteis. Aber auf richtig Glatteis. Guten Tag. Hey, Ayato.
Yashiro Commissioner, I'm sure you've heard the news. The Tenryo Commission has now occupied Rito, refusing to leave until we hand Lady Hiragi over to them.
Na, was heißt entführt?
I realize I have greatly offended you with my atrocious actions. And I realize also that this must sound like the very height of absurdity. But please, have mercy, good sir.
Das klingt auf Deutsch so abgeschwächt, ne?
I'm sorry, Mr. Matsura. I'm exceptionally busy and have but a moment to spare before my next engagement. I fear this leaves no time for small talk. So, please, if you would be so kind, get straight to the point.
I know our apology means nothing to you, but we really have nothing else left to offer by this point. I'm terribly sorry. Everyone in the entire Conjo Commission now realizes the gravity of this situation. Lady Hiragi is indispensable to us. We promise to always support her. So, would it be at all possible for you to talk to Sir Kujo once more? On our behalf?
You make it sound so easy. The Tri-Commission will be ridiculed by the public if we choose to withdraw the notices now and eat our words. What do you plan to do about this? To lose face for the Tri-Commission is to bring shame to Her Excellency. Are you and your associates ready to face the thunderous wrath of the almighty Shogun?
Oh.
We will take full responsibility. We'll publish a new notice and hold a conference to explain the situation. We will make sure that the public knows this was all a huge misunderstanding. We'll do everything we can to minimize the impact. Everything we can.
Hoppala.
Master Matsura, you should have known it would come to this. Whatever were you thinking? But the Tri-Commission must always put the interests of Inazuma first, regardless of what Sir Kujo and I may feel at this present moment. If the situation in Rito is left to fester any further, things may get out of control. But Lady Hiragi and the inhabitants of Rito are innocent. If we fail to contain the situation promptly, the rumor mill will wreak havoc on the Tri-Commission's reputation. Try keeping a pet bird. You'll see what I mean. Songbirds who know how to hold a tune can be very pleasant to listen to, but they can also become irritating if they don't know when to stop. And as for the ones with excessively long tongues, well, they're so insufferable that they can't be kept as pets at all. But it doesn't take a moment to cut out their tongues and silence them for good.
Yes, I understand.
I've listened to your concerns, and I'll talk to Sir Kujo for you. But I can't guarantee that he will change his mind.
I understand. Thank you for your help, Yashiro Commissioner.
All right, you ought to return now. I'm sure you have a sizable mess to deal with back in the Kanjo Commission.
Okay, then please excuse me. Thank you once again, Commissioner.
Ah, yes, Lady Hiragi. I have something to tell you. Would you mind?
Oh? Why, of course. Sir Kamisato, you became a completely different person just now. It felt so intense.
Unruly servants like him need to be severely reprimanded. As a commissioner, the almighty Shogun trusts me to do her will. I did as I should. But now, I'd like to take off my commissioner hat and share a personal story with you.
Oh, please. I'd love to hear it.
You must have heard that the Kamisato clan once went through an extremely difficult period. My father worked incredibly hard to compensate for the grave errors made by the Kamisato clan long ago, and restore our reputation. The work took a toll on his health, and ultimately led to his untimely demise.
Schwierig.
My mother loved him dearly. She passed soon after. This sudden turn of events dealt a heavy blow to the Ashiro Commission. Behind the scenes, things became very unstable. Everyone thought that the Kamisato clan had lost power. That made my sister and me nothing but burdens, hindering the ambitions of others. It may sound preposterous now, but I assure you that is the truth of what the Yashiro Commission has been through.
Huh. Pretty similar to how the Kanjo Commission is now.
Back then, I had no choice but to accept the position I was in. While I desperately looked around for powerful supporters, I endured smear campaigns and attempts to exploit me. I had no other choice. I had to honor my parents' dying wishes, and I also had a young sister to take care of. I didn't mind what became of me, but my family. No one can ever be allowed to trample over my precious family. Fortunately, I persisted and the Kamisato clan was able to survive this storm.
I think I now know where my sense of loss and confusion was coming from. Shinojo once told me that he saw what was in me in a way that no one else did. That's why he couldn't bear to see me live the rest of my life depending on someone else. I thought the reason I felt unsettled was because of uncertainty over getting married. But the fact is, it's because I felt too young and inexperienced to handle the situation facing me.
The reason why Sir Kujo was able to face the prospect of marriage so confidently is because he's prepared for anything.
That's it. The situation I'm facing now is the same one he faced back then. When his clan was in crisis, he bravely drew his blade and challenged the almighty Shogun. And now, it is time for me to make a stand and become my own person.
Well said. I'm sure once you have grown and gained confidence, your father will be able to let go and allow you to decide how you want to live the rest of your life. It might not sound exciting, but this kind of personal growth is a necessary step in the pursuit of true happiness.
And I'm sure I can get there. I will use this as an opportunity to take over the responsibilities of the Hiragi clan. I'll think about marriage again after everything is more settled. This puts less pressure on Kamaji, and means I can support and protect myself without having to worry about becoming a burden or dependent on someone else.
My best wishes to both of you were and remain heartfelt. When the time comes for the wedding to go ahead, I will come to congratulate you once more.
Thank you, Sir Kamisato. I am grateful for everything you have shared with me. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot to deal with back home.
Take care, Lady Hiragi. I'm confident that on your return, you will find your Kanjo Commission associates most receptive to your instruction.
Yes. In fact, my recent experience suggests the same. Thank you once again.
Ach ja, ach ja, ach ja.
She really has the air of a leader now. Hats off to you too, sir. Everyone thought there was no way out until you pulled that super smart strategy out of nowhere.
In fact, counter-checking is a perfectly common maneuver in the game of chess. Our rival this time was easy to deal with. He was smart, but short-sighted, and sloppy in his execution. This outcome is entirely within my expectation.
Even so, Paimon could never come up with a plan that cunning in a whole lifetime.
Ich finde es immer interessant, wie er Chess sagt, aber er meint eigentlich, ach Gott, wie heißt es noch gleich? Gucken wir mal, ob hier irgendwas drüber steht. Shogi heißt das, richtig. Die japanische Variante des Schach, logischerweise, aber sofern ich das richtig mitbekommen habe, ein klein wenig anders von der Handhabe her. Ähnlich strategisch, aber halt anders zu behandeln. Denke ich.
Anyway, it's kind of a relief to see that Chisato has decided to set the Hiragi clan straight.
I agree. Stability in Inazuma benefits me as well. I wasn't about to pass up an opportunity to make less trouble for myself. Well, the fact is that I am first and foremost the Yashiro Commissioner. Perhaps for Master Matsura, power is his life's pursuit. But for me, nothing matters more than the stability of Inazuma. A stable nation is the prerequisite for a stable Yashiro Commission. Only then can the Kamisato clan and the other Yashiro Commission clans have a peaceful existence. But
yeah.
Human desire will always be a factor in the equation. This is not the first situation of its kind, nor will it be the last. All I have tried to do is make sure the three parties to the Tri-Commission serve to restrain each other. Stasis is not the only form of stability. A balance of power leaving no room for maneuver achieves the same end. Another positive outcome is that everyone recognizes how important Lady Hiragi is now. I think I did her a sizable favor in that regard.
Yep.
Dealing with the Hiragi clan will be much easier for her than navigating a new and unfamiliar one.
There were so many things at play over this one wedding.
Yeah.
Wait a second. You weren't trying to stop the wedding from the very beginning, were you?
I thought straight away it was bad timing. Nevertheless, everything I said to Hiragi Chisato was entirely sincere. If you choose to give up your stance on something once, you'll be having to compromise for the rest of your life. I didn't want to see her suffer because she didn't realize what she was getting into. Now, she has the chance to become her own person. Let's see who she becomes.
Okay then. Guess we'll have to wait and see.
All right. Farewell, and profuse thanks to you both. I shall have to host you at the Kamisato estate when my sister is next available.
Gut. So viel zu der Story
Looks like
mit
everything's resolved.
Ayato.
Masterfully done. Everything was perfect. Well, except for one minor detail. I somehow ended up with a glass of very peculiar tasting milk.
Didn't you like it? I distinctly remember you saying you are quite partial to exotic flavors.
Oh! My lord?
The Traveler had one of those as well.
I'm sure he's made a great impression on you.
The Traveler did indeed play a critical role in this case. I'm sure both families would have been more guarded against me had he and his companion not been present.
Stimmt.
It wouldn't have been so easy to get to the heart of the matter.
Auch richtig.
There you go again, my lord. Placing the focus on other people while discreetly performing your job to perfection.
Naturally. Ah, yes. Now that we're both free, let's finish off that game of chess we started a few days ago.
Shogi! Danke. Fortsetzung folgt. Ja, zum Glück nicht sofort. 60 Urgestein, nice. So. Nur um es nochmal darzustellen. Das da ist Shogi. gibt noch nicht beendete Partien auf dem Spielbrett. Das sieht so aus, als ob Thomas Seite leicht im Nachteil ist. Kamisato Ayato schien die ganze Zeit nicht aufs Brett zu schauen. Kann man sich wirklich die Position so vieler Figuren merken? Ja. Was ist die Geschichte? Was willst du jetzt von mir? Ah. Das heißt, ich habe jetzt mehrere Stories abzuarbeiten. Na klasse. Okay.
1, 2.
Das heißt, erstmal geht's wieder weiter mit Yaimiko. Yay! Ah, naja. Die beiden werden sich mehrfach beißen, oder? Ich sehe es doch schon kommen. Event und Yaimiko. Werden keine Freunde. So. Auf rein nach Inazuma.
Faster.
Inazuma statt irgendwo zu sein. So.
On closer inspection, it seems like there really are a lot of people talking about this kind of stuff. Hey, see those two? Paimon remembers them from the AI publishing house. One's an editor and the other's an author.
Grasp the thought in mind. Clear like the light of the moon. As close as kin with you. No, thou. Wait, thee? Hear my summons, right?
No, it's not hear my summons, it's heed my summons. Heed! You're never going to get it down at this rate.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
Hi!
Whoa! Sheesh, you scared me. Okay. Okay. Where did I leave off with the incantation again?
Am Ende des Tages doch wieder nur irgendwelche Blödeleien aus einem Buch.
Incantation? Are you guys trying out this new wishing ritual stuff too?
Junkichi is trying it out, to be specific. He's hit a bit of a creativity block recently, so I'm helping him make a wish so that he can move past it. I mean, I obviously don't, but Junkichi never listens to an outside opinion, so all I can do is go along with it.
Mr. Shigeru, can you please be a little more accommodating? This is extremely important to me. People have had all kinds of wishes come true. Become more attractive, get rich quick, ace their studies. I'm just a poor, struggling writer looking to get over a creative hurdle. Is that so much to ask?
Das nicht funktionieren wird.
Anyway, I just know this is going to work. I have a gut feeling about it.
Na dann.
Didn't you say the same thing when you went to make your wish at the Grand Narukami Shrine? Oh, I just know this is gonna work. I have a gut feeling about it.
The Omamori from the shrine take too long to have any effect on your luck. Alright, enough of that. Help me get this incantation down. My new book depends on it.
Okay.
Look, to be completely honest, I think you need to sit down and have a good think about what kind of story you want to write. Where's all that self-confidence you had when you first started out?
Gott, mal ein bisschen lang machen hier.
Look at you now, trying dubious methods from any old light novel.
Wait. What? This wishing ritual jewel comes from a light novel?
Yep, it's from the one called A First-Hand Guide to Summoning Spirits. No, it's most likely a self-published title. It just appeared out of nowhere and took Inazuma by storm.
Dann schreit ja schon nach Miko.
As a fellow writer, I'll refrain from passing comment on how well the story is written, but everyone is saying the wishing incantations it contains are the real deal.
Look, Junkichi. Yes, everyone's saying it's real, it works, but that's only half the story. I've also heard lots of people saying that everyone who's had their wish granted using this method starts behaving strangely.
What's so surprising about that? They're probably just giddy with joy at having their wish come true.
This is starting to sound a little suspicious.
Exactly.
Why don't we go to the Grand Narukami Shrine and ask Yai Miko about it?
Und da kommt Miko ins Spiel. Wusa!
She's the expert when it comes to both light novels and the supernatural.
Auch wieder wahr. Jetzt muss man darauf achten, sich auch schön zu dem Teleporter zu teleportieren und nicht zu dem Boss. Mit der Raiden Puppet. Oder auch Baal genannt.
Miko! Great, you're here!
Ach Gott, sie gucken schon wieder mit diesem Blick.
Well, hello there, young ones. What brings you to the shrine? It just so happens that I have a wonderful novel here. I highly recommend it. Oh? Well, what did you want to ask?
Well, we were just... actually, you look kind of busy. Is this a bad time?
No, not at all. It's nothing major.
Lady Guji, what do you mean, nothing major? I'm begging you, you've got to help me save my brother.
It really is nothing major. I stand by that. Oh, but since you're so curious, let's have him relate the story one more time, just for you.
You two seem to have a good relationship with Guji-ai. Please, put in a good word for me. You have to convince her to help my brother. Here's what happened. My name is Kato Yohei, and my brother is Kato Shingo. All he's ever wanted is to become a swordmaster, so he once asked Sensei Domon of the Meikyo Shisui art to take him on as a disciple. Domon turned him away, took one look at him and said he didn't have what it takes to train in the art of the sword. But my brother wasn't about to resign himself to defeat. He trained every day as hard as he could, and finally proved himself by defeating one of Domon's best disciples in a duel recently. But since his victory, he's been acting extremely strange. It's like he's become a completely different person. The doctors can't find anything wrong with him, so I'm betting it must be the work of an evil spirit. That's why I'm here, begging for Guji-ai's help.
You know, there really aren't as many evil spirits lurking around as you seem to think. Your brother achieved the goal he'd been striving toward for as long as he can remember, and now it's gone. It's only natural that he feels a little empty and lost while he's trying to find a new direction.
Ja.
If it were me, I'd just leave him be for a couple of days. He'll recover on his own soon enough.
No, Lady Guji. If you saw him for yourself, you'd know. I guarantee you, he's not acting like someone who feels empty and lost.
Oh, all right, all right. Then tell me, when did your brother spar with Domon's disciple?
About 5 days ago.
5 days ago, you say?
Yes, Lady Guji. That's a long time for him to be acting up like this. I'm really worried about him. Our greatest wish is to one day found our own school, just like Domon. We can't jeopardize that dream now.
Wait a minute, now I'm a little confused. Are you here to save your brother, or are you here to make your dreams of founding a martial arts school come true?
Well, they're kinda two sides of the same coin, aren't they?
Whatever. Let me ask you this. Have you heard of any interesting new rumors lately? If so, I'd love to hear about them.
What? Rumors? I haven't heard anything.
Natürlich nicht.
Oh dear. Well, that's too bad.
Lady Guji, please stop changing the subject. This is someone's life we're talking about here. Please, you've got to help me.
Miko, he seems really desperate. His thing with his brother sounds really bad. Come on, you should help him.
Okay, fine. Then it's decided.
Yay, Miko! So you're gonna help him?
Kato, whatever your name was, these two guests are trusted acquaintances of mine, and in fact, they are experts in resolving all manner of strange and supernatural phenomena. Exorcisms and that sort of thing are all in a day's work for them.
Yeah! Wait a sec!
Really?
Is that hesitation that I detect in your voice? So let me get this straight. You come begging to me for help, I actually recommend someone for the job, then suddenly you start doubting me?
Not at all, never. Whatever Lady Guji says, I trust wholeheartedly. Thank you two for your willingness to help. Please follow me.
may be a lot of things, but we ain't exorcists!
Ja. Nicht so krass antworten.
Don't worry. If he wants an exorcism, just grab a handful of salt and mutter some mumbo-jumbo while you're sprinkling it around. It's a common trope in light novels, right? You just have to have a bit of bravado. As soon as the protagonist gains self-confidence, everything else just magically falls into place.
Schule.
Well, you were the ones who seemed concerned about his situation. Don't you think it would be a little unfair to make me do all the work? Besides, we both know you wouldn't be here at the Grand Narukami Shrine unless you had a request for me too. This is an opportunity to demonstrate that you come in good faith.
No.
This feels all wrong. But you technically have a point, so...
All right, let's go. Don't worry now, I'll be coming along too.
Okay, let's follow Yohei and go visit his brother. What is going on here? Granted, you can never be quite sure what's going on in Miko's mind, but she seems even more disinterested than usual in Yohei's situation. Well, a life's at stake here, so it looks like we'll have to deal with that first before we'll get the chance to ask her about the incantation stuff.
Of the Electro-Archon. May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom bitterly.
Harsh character.
Shine down!
Wenn das nicht geht, so. Na, halbe Stunde haben wir noch, okay. Muss ich echt gehen. Oh ne, wir machen es anders. Wir machen jetzt eine Pause. Das heißt, die Story mit Miko ist für den nächsten Stream oder das nächste Video. Schauen wir mal. Und mit dieser Enttäuschung, dass die Hochzeit jetzt doch nicht stattfindet und dass irgendwas mit diesen komischen Bitten ist, zurück ins Zelt. Peace. Naja, und dass ich wieder Sekundenschlaf ab.
Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever.
Ja.